following story may feel familiar. It will likely not end happily. The people described will likely suffer in their desperation, but they will all be important before the end. Welcome back to the dark future.
We are back. An urgent update to our earlier story tonight regarding the Netwatch attack on Ziggurat's headquarters. In a sudden and unexpected turn of events, a massive power spike has caused several of the company's power backups to explode, severely damaging several of the lower levels and sub-levels of the building. As of now, it is unclear how many of the agents Netwatch has on site have been made casualties of this attack, but as we receive further updates around this story, we'll bring them to your ears. Stay tuned, stay safe.
If there's one thing an old friend of mine got right, words of wisdom he nailed perfectly, is that a thing of beauty will never fade away. I've made something beautiful here. May it last forever.
Oh boy, everybody, it's me. It's time. Neon Inferno is on. It is the very last day in September, if memory serves correct. My time management and grasp of it is loose, shaky at best. We're here. It's Monday when we're doing this live. If you're watching this later on YouTube, it's not Monday. It's probably Friday, because I've been actually pretty good lately at getting these out on time and editing and doing that. So hopefully you're seeing this on Friday or Thursday if you're a patron of mine, because you guys get these a little early. So with that said, hello everybody, welcome in. As always, I am Emmerron. We have the crew here in some shape or form. Connor is still commuting back from the real job that he does, as opposed to the internet job that I do, where I make content. So I have nothing but respect for him and the fact that he still makes it here after working a full ass day at an actual 9 to 5. So hello everybody. With that said, we are kind of coming down to the end of the season. I think I've told my crew, and I'm becoming increasingly confident in my estimation, that we probably have, after tonight, depending if we get through everything that I think we will tonight, we've got maybe 1 to 2 episodes left in the tank. More like 2, probably. Two is probably where we're at. But after tonight, we're coming down to it. It's coming down to the wire. we've already had more episodes this season than we did in season 1. So I what I'm saying is probably not gonna come as a massive shock to any of you who've been with us for a while. For those of you who are newer though, the season is winding down. Final countdown. Will the doomsday clock strike midnight? Who knows? It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. This time we're not dealing with a nuke, at least not that we're aware of, right? I leave it to my players' imaginations in terms of whether or not that'll stay that way, but we're not dealing with one, at least not yet. We do have an atom smasher potentially on the horizon. So,
to be fair, this time the nuke is somewhat biological, and we're hopefully maintaining that in this episode.
Yeah. Right now there's a certain level of containment that, thanks to some very quick, clever thinking. Like I was thinking about the way Nyla resolved the Recluse has gone a little cyber psycho problem last week, where it's like, here, this labeled 6-gun, I'm sending it your way. I had forgotten all about the fact that there was an air hypo with a label on the side. That was one of those, DM, I have your number, here you go. And just sent it my way, and I'm like, all right, fair play. I respect the hell out of that. That was very clever thinking. So yeah, we bought ourselves a bit of time. A little bit of time. Whether we stay that way through the end of the mission remains to be seen, but we bought ourselves a little bit of time. Yeah. Nyla. Brains hopped up on 6-gun and crack. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Nuke has gone from 0% biological to 4% improvement. We'll see. Remains to be seen. Lasting devastation on the city. I was gonna say less, but I can't even say that with certainty, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So let me just cross-check real quick here. Cause yeah, we're, I think, still in a mode of waiting for Connor here. Just because I've said this to the group, and I'll say this to all of you in chat. I want everyone on the same page when we dive in tonight, because what we're about to be doing is some bouncing between two different groups. And it's gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride tonight. The party is splitting by necessity, which always goes well, as many people who are veterans of TTRPGs will know. Splitting the party, it never goes badly, ever. Never, ever.
It's fine. We didn't have a healer anyways.
Yeah, it's true. This season, you guys did not have a healer. The fact that only one of you has died in the course of the season is nothing short of a miracle, honestly.
I'll be there in spirit or in net spirit.
In net spirit, yeah, exactly. You'll be, I mean, to be fair, you'll be there. You'll just be in the cameras, not in the flesh, you know?
Yeah. I'll be where I'm useful.
Yeah, exactly. A brain floating through net space, going places that the mere mortals in the facility could only dream of.
Oh, and I just want to check before things get too underway. We didn't get any IP last session, right?
Let me just quickly double check, because I believe if we did cover it, I'm gonna double check if we did or not. No, we did not, because the last thing on Nyla's sheet is a decrease. So that means we did not do it. Okay. So yeah, that was one. I'm usually very good about giving IP before we close, but like, yeah, last week was an exceptional.
That was a hype wrap up.
It was, yeah, it was like, we're calling it here. So yeah, I suppose in that way, and Connor, I'll fill it in on your sheet manually for you. considering last week, let me see here. So last week, I'm debating on if we completed part of a gig, like a major chapter within this gig. Because this week we are still webs woven in red thread, but we're not, like, we're on a different phase of this. So I would say for the gig as a whole, because I think that's actually how I award part 3. Because part 4 was kind of like leaving that, setting up the next. I think what I'd award for last week. I'm vacillating on it a little bit because I think I'm gonna split the difference because I'm stuck between 60 and 80. I'll give 70. That way I can feel good about that. I'll give everyone 70 because I feel as though you guys did do plenty. Like, there was a lot of role play last session. There was a lot of really cool stuff happening. Like I even just said, like, Nyla's idea with the air hypo was kind of crazy. That, like, he pulled that out of his ass and it just was like there. And I'm like, that is an incredibly smart thing to do. And yeah, I mean, as usual, everyone did their roles very, very strongly. And I would say that, yeah, a lot of what you guys did went beyond. But yeah, but it wasn't like so far beyond as to be like 80 IP, but I'd say 70. 70 is probably fair. 70 is probably fair.
Yeah, I would call that generous. My only input on it was like, we did make a major strive towards like setting up the main thing because it felt like we found the secret branching path thanks to Nyla.
You did. No, and that's where I'm like, that is worthy of reward. Because 60 is like, you did everything perfectly fine and like one or two things very exceptionally. 70 is like, you solved a good number of side objectives as well. And that's where I'm like, I would say that's fair. 80 is like, you did absolutely everything. It was a perfect 100%. So yeah, 70 is what we'll put it at. And I'm tacking that onto Connor's sheet for him. So that way he doesn't need to worry about that when he logs in. But that said, we could start covering that part of it. Any of you who want to drop IP.
I'm here, by the way.
Sick. Awesome. Yeah, any of you who want to drop IP, now's your opportunity to spend your IP.
I think I'm good.
It's going to have to be shoulder arms up to 7 for me because I feel like my shotgun's going to be seeing some good use tonight. That's probably a wise investment.
I would say that's not wrong. Shoulder arms is just a really good skill. All the guns that use it do tons of damage.
Oh, you know what? I would have delete the immunoblockers from my inventory.
If I could have conned you into 80, I would have gone up to 10 brawling and I would have had 2 stats at 10.
I appreciate the hustle, but no, 70 sounds fair. 70
oh no,
fair.
The IP is already spent. That die has already been cast.
Yeah, fair. But all right.
I just wanted to be noted how close I was to having two
we
stats.
We're this close to greatness. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Well then, everybody, are we ready to head over to the game screen then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm good.
Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna send us over there then. There it is. Sending us now. And we are here. Look at all of the perfectly scaled portraits that I have for them. It's beautiful. So let's talk quick recap of last time for anyone who wasn't here live last week or maybe missed part of it. You guys came off of the part of the gig where you were in Ziggurat. Or not Ziggurat. Well, yes, kind of Ziggurat. Not the main building, but one of their side facilities. Basically unraveling this black project of theirs to try and make some kind of firewall against the bad stuff on the old net. Because as the documents that you've uncovered to this point have kind of unveiled, that shit was not locked down nearly as tight as several entities would like to admit. Netwatch appears to have been tipped off to this as well at this point. So they, at the very least, if it's an unrelated grievance, they had grievance with Ziggurat that has caused them to go to their main HQ. You guys have been paid out for your gig to, attack the company. You've received a little bit of downtime to stock up on things, do all that sort of stuff. And on the back of it all, when you know it, Recluse made a power play. So this has led to you guys going to her little hideout in Old Japantown, talking her off of the cyber psychotic ledge that she was on the edge of. And for now, you have an opportunity and an opening to potentially save her. It was, of course, unveiled. She is a biosystem. Not altogether unlike, the people that you rescued. Some of them, at least. And she's plugged into some giant hub of servers in the Mallplex that she has made her base of operations. So, getting her out of there is going to be a joint effort between the Netrunner, Nyla, Peacock, and the rest of you who are going in meat space. And we'll see how well you guys do.
This can only go well.
This can only go absolutely 100% well. So, with that said, let's dive in. So, as I've said to several of you, I don't know if Connor was here when I said this before, we do not have a ton of battle maps for tonight. We have precisely one for the network, and then no other. Well, no, that's not entirely true. I have one other that we can use if the need for it arises. It may or may not, but the rest of it is going to be done through the magic of MS Paint, because go figure, there are not many, if any, that I could find at least, available Mallplex maps. I looked quite a while for, I think I spent 2 hours on it, just trying to sift through Drive-Thru-RPG to find something that would suit my needs. And there was one that was kind of close, but it didn't really look like the Mallplex as it exists in my mind. So MS Paint it is, and Theater of the Mind, for as much as we can make that work for us. So to our viewers who are expecting some stunning cartography, I'm so sorry. Anyway.
The map will have character. That's what it will have going for it.
It will. I can guarantee it will have some characters on it. It will have that. So, with that said, let's dive in. So, Peacock, you are going to start us off here because you're on Recluse's net already. So, let's. Oh, whoops. Hold on. I didn't want to copy the item code. I just wanted to ascertain what I'm about to put you through. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Put me in, coach.
I know where we are. All right. So, Nyla, as you have finished talking to Recluse, she has jacked out of the network in an attempt to do what she can on her end of things. This net appears to be semi-isolated from whatever ones she typically uses. Because she's even said she doesn't even know if she can connect to or disable any of the things that are really protecting her at this point. She mainly just has control over the innermost workings of the facility at this point. So that leaves you alone to dive this network.
All right.
So allow me to pull you in, and I will lock onto your character so as not to spoil this for the audience.
Above table, it's bad when the map takes a while to load on my laptop with a 3060 in it.
Mm.
Mm.
Just you wait. All right, so we start with a password. So you're left alone in this rickety old building that the net architecture has as its essentially its design. There is a password in front of you. It is a door leading to a back room within the same house.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and res up my tech upgraded worm.
Mm-hmm.
Res up my tech upgraded speedy.
You got it.
Res up my not my tech upgraded. It's not tech upgraded yet. My Sia. And
Okay.
then for my final net action, quote unquote, because I don't think we're really in combat.
Not yet.
I will go ahead and I will backdoor.
Okay. Very cool. Roll it. Easy. Open goes the lock.
Open sesame.
You're going down?
Let me res up armor first, and then I'm gonna try using Pathfinder.
You got it.
This ain't my first rodeo.
Beautiful. 15. All right. So let me give you 15. Let's see.
Wow, how generous. I feel it. Okay. Oh, hey, a file. That's weird. Another file. If you're opening them and I'm supposed to see them, it looks like they're just like kind of raised, which is fine.
Oh, yeah, you'll
I'll
see
see.
because the divergencies happen here and here.
Yeah.
There's a split
Oh.
in this network.
All right. Well.
So you'll see them. I'll tell you what you're in for as well, because that actually does beat all the way down on both sides. But you're gonna have some choices to make.
Alrighty. Wait, if
So-
I can do that, can't I? Do I get global illumination?
You have global illumination technically. Here, what I can do, actually, as I think about this, is I can make this wall not restrict light. That should give you the start of an idea.
Nothing's changed on my end.
Okay, then give me 2 seconds here. I just want to make sure that all of these are marked as open. They should be. They are. Awesome. All right. So this wall, light restriction. Sight restriction. This is what I really need. There you go.
There we go. It's a little better.
Yeah.
All right.
So now you get to see what lies before you, and you've got choices to make.
Yeah, there's still a little piece of the wall that's blocking sight. It's the center bit.
Yeah, if you come up here or down
Oh,
here.
okay.
you'll
Hey,
see
there we
it.
go.
Yeah.
Oh, dear sweet mother of Jesus.
Yeah, so now you understand why your 3060 took a little bit of time to come in here.
Yeah. Okay.
So you got
All
two
right.
net actions left, and then I'm going to go over to the other group as we start
Sure.
this. So the first thing, you've got a file in front of you here as you descend down.
I guess I'll try IDing.
Beautiful.
I do want the full suite of my net actions.
Yes. So with that ID check, the file opens up, and to your shock, there is almost nothing to this file. It is a simple text file. The text of which reads, and I will disable the image for the audience here because I'm not giving away the whole network. That would be really goofy. So the file simply gives you it's almost like you're being baited for the thing that you have to choose here. It's two roads lie before you. Brave traveler, which shall you take? The road to Gehenna or to paradise? And you can see on the doors in front of you that mark a split in the network. Behind one, you can almost see what looks like the fading glow of like a sunset. And the other is wreathed in a ember-like red glow. The one to the top here, to be clear, is the one with that sunset-like glow. The one down here is the one marked by that almost ember-like flame. So that should give you some things to think about.
The road to Gehenna. I need to brush up on my knowledge here. But yeah. Oh, okay. Interesting.
So, with that, to the rest of you, you all, I believe, made the choice to walk into the mall from here, right?
I did. Yep.
Beautiful. So you walk into a fairly dark back hallway. That this is by no means a main entrance. So as you walk in, you are surprised, I think probably maybe a little bit, by how plain the hall looks, right? Because for the den of a netrunner, you kind of expect like exposed wiring and other things maybe to be blinking away at you. Perhaps the moment you walk through the threshold, drones to be immediately set upon you. But none of that seems to happen here. You walk in, and it is simply a plain sort of tunnel in front of you, with doors forking off to one side.
Well, I'm gonna do what I do best and use my fancy eyes to perceive things.
You got it. So as you look around and start identifying things, that's where your perception of this changes a little bit. While you can't see electromagnetic fields and things like that, to a certain extent, some of the ultraviolet and infrared wavelengths give you some clues. For one, the walls in here are full of infrared signatures. None of which are moving, but you're getting the immediate sense of like, oh, that's where all the wiring and shit is. Because around you, you see all kinds of like thin lines that seem to be just striping the walls around you. Every so often, every like couple dozen meters or so, you're noticing down the hall are these hubs that seem to be almost like carriers for different network signals. You're also seeing some of these lines mark as darker, therefore cooler in your infrared vision. And these seem to be carrying coolant because they only get warm when they approach the boxes. And that, so it appears that this whole mallplex has been rewired and in a way that has left it fairly clean to your regular vision. Just rewired for all kinds of network apparatus to be flowing through it.
Cool. I'm just gonna, take it slow, but I'm gonna keep progressing until I see something that really looks different to me.
Okay, cool. Matchlight and Rook, are you guys just following behind Celsius?
As I go to follow behind him, what is our hired help doing? Is he following along with us? Because if I remember right, when we last left off, he had caught the initial sniffs of a trail right before we were about to head in.
Yeah, so he said that, the pneumatic tube was something that maybe could be used. And so he puts the voltimeter that he had with him up to the wall to start trying to trace things. And the moment he does, it's almost, you have a moment where your heart kind of maybe jumps a little bit, because the thing you hear is the rapid beeping of the voltimeter as he starts holding it up against what Celsius has already identified as just wires and wires and wires running through the walls of this place. And it almost sounds to you, because you've heard the sound before probably, in doing some of the enforcement actions that NCPD does. You hear it and it almost reminds you of a Geiger counter, with just how rapid the beeping becomes. And you just hear the tech, oh, shit. Yeah, those readings are a little higher than I'd expect for a building like this.
Shit, then we'll have to find you something more definite. And last thing that I want to do, as we're kind of following in, I'm going to look behind, and I'm assuming Peacock is just going to kind of stay behind where he's jacked in.
Yeah.
I would like to make a backup call, and I want to call Xavier and let him, or shit, we don't have anything in the city net, do we? Or is that backup into some capacity?
So the city net is still flickering. So it's coming in and out.
Okay, then I'll shoot it as a text, because that'll be probably more reliable to get through.
It might pick up.
We found the source of the blackouts, and we're trying to contain it. But I need a couple of boys to look after my runner while we go inside. Can you send somebody to keep a lookout?
Roll me the backup roll. Add a +3.
Let's go.
Well,
or isn't it supposed to be a roll under a -3? Would be helpful.
Well, effectively, it'll if you want to roll it as a modifier on the dice, it'll be a -3.
Yup. Roll. Back up. Where is? Oh yeah, that's right. I just roll a d10. I was looking for the button to press.
Yeah, very good.
No, by what? Are you kidding me? Pain.
Yeah, and so you just get a little message back that just says, your message could not be delivered. Please try again. So...
Maybe we should take it as a sign, though. I mean, we don't need to really do much, right? We could just wait for the net run to complete, and then go off of whatever information that Peacock is able to gather. If we go in there, we might fuck up something that could have been preventable with a runner deeper in the network.
And the tech looks over at you guys and just says, well, I mean, there's some reasoning in that, I suppose, but I mean, unless he can somehow convey a biosystem out of there with whatever is in the network, we're probably going to need to go and unplug her.
Yeah, but if you can make it easier, right? Insofar as just clearing the way. I mean, it could be the kind of thing where the network corresponds with the actual physical place. I mean, well, it's not could be, it is. And so if Peacock can tell us what we're expecting and what he was able to help us avoid, then we can know what we're walking into before we get lit up by a turret or trigger a trap mine or whatever may come of this. So I think it's smart that we at least let him dig a little deeper and get a slight image of what's going on before we just walk in probably the most dangerous place in Night City.
We're just gonna nod. I can second that. I wouldn't mind letting our scout get a few steps ahead so we can figure out what's going on before we leave him all alone out here to do work.
And that way we can see whether or not anyone's going to try to disrupt him physically while he's doing it too. The net run, that is.
So do you guys want to hang back near the entrance?
For now, and then we could obviously like walk around the perimeter of the area and roll perception rolls to see if there's anything notable from the outside. Anything that catches our eye that gives anything away to us, maybe. I don't know.
My post-up spot, I want to hang like kind of half in, half out with the door open. Just kind of watching and listening down the hallway just in case he does proc anything that comes trying to barrel out at him.
Nice.
Fair enough. Oh, and Prepperjack and Mark, thank you so much, both of you, for the subs. I really appreciate that, guys. With that said, so then, Niall, it sounds like we're still on you. So you got a fresh cadre of net actions. Which path are you taking?
Okay. Basically, what this file is telling me is one path is to the root of divine punishment, the other is to paradise. I can see down the net arch, right?
You can.
So I know that this is the deepest part of it.
You do, and it's down the Paradise branch.
And I'm like, that's okay. No. That would make sense, because if someone didn't pathfind their way down there and they went down the Hell branch, they'd be at the nest of black ice at the bottom. So okay. Alrighty. Then in that case, I will go ahead. Oh geez. I will go ahead and I will go up the top branch here.
Top branch. All right. So you see, as you open the door in front of you, that augmented reality image that you see, the door opens, and while behind you is this rickety, old kind of shack, right? In front of you, you see the fading rays of a sunset, or maybe the rising rays of a sunrise. You're not really sure. It's twilight for sure, though. The sun is glittering just above that horizon. And in front of you is a massive tree rising in front of you. Descending towards you quite rapidly, however, two angels, fiery wings in their wake. Roll me speed.
Yep.
All right. Dodge 1. Dodge 2. All right. Very cool.
Oh, I don't need to make a second one. Okay, cool.
No, sorry. Yeah. You're I mean, you're good either way there.
Yeah.
So hell yeah. Good shit. All right. So you've got your full cadre 4 net actions.
All right, perfect. I am gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm going to attempt to slide.
All right.
One of these killers.
So slide only affects one of them.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and I'll slide from the top one.
Slide from the top one. Okay, cool. Rolling is perception.
Really?
No luck. All right. So you still do get to move down to the next floor, but yeah, both will be following you.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
So yeah, 3 net actions left. You're just passing the file and going to the next dice. All right.
Yep.
You approach that tree, and writhing from its roots, you see 3 adders arise.
Jesus. 3?
3.
All right. Oh, wow.
Okay. So you got hit by one of them, because you're right. I think it is 1 per. So rolling 2 more.
Okay.
Oh boy, Prepper Jack, thank you for the bits. Oh my gosh. Diamond, thank you for the bits. I just noticed you guys are popping off, and a gift sub. All of a sudden I've got some in my fucking throat. That is very generous, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so 2 of the asps you do manage to dodge. The third, however, does catch you. So you are going to, of course, suffer the deletion of a single program on your deck at random.
Mm-hmm.
So let me count how many you got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 programs. Okay. So I'm going to roll a weird die. I'm going to roll a D9. Counting from the top down, whichever one this lands on is deleted. A 4. It'll be your banhammer that gets deleted.
Okay.
So we now continue.
Right.
So you've still got all your net actions left. So you got those 3 remaining.
All right. Let's move down.
All right. Password, baby. Let's roll that back door, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Damn.
Yeah, because you find yourself among the branches. They aren't clearing out of the way. So you've got 2 net actions left. If you would like to roll complimentary, you can burn a net action on trying to break cryptography on this. Or spend a luck.
I already used my luck on the slide.
Oh, you burned it. Okay.
Yeah, so I'll go ahead and I'll try and complimentary it.
You got it. Complimentary on ENS. Unfortunately, that is not enough to give you that +1. Would you like to try cryptography?
Sure. You know what? Actually, I have 1 net action left, right?
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna radio the group. I'm gonna jack out.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Reset the network. Cool.
Yeah, we're gonna pull the plug on this really quick. I need to go get some things.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull you back to home screen for now.
Yeah.
Reset the network. All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, what's up, dude? What did you see in there?
We've got a couple heavy hitters and then some real nasty, a whole nest of little guys. But yeah, no, just a few unlucky times they got me and got a bad feeling about it, so I decided to pull out. What's the deadline on this?
I mean, it just depends how long you think that immunoblocker dose is going to last on Recluse. Could
'Cause I'm
be,
thinking.
depending on how far over the edge she was, it could only last at most maybe a day, possibly 2. Or until she decides to go poking around with stuff that she... Remember, she lost part of her memory. She was like, I don't remember what happened. I saw this, and then I kind of went blank. She might go poking. And when she does, she might just snap. It might be over in a second.
All right, hang on. Give me a second to look something up here real quick.
You got it.
Because there is an idea I have. There is an idea. There is an idea. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna call up Rex.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say,
yeah, so he'll answer and he'll just, well, roll me electronic security tech, actually. Let's start there.
all right.
Because the signals are still cutting in and out, but
Yeah, dude, I got those string of ones, and I'm like, okay, let's
gotta reset.
reevaluate
Yeah. So with the electronic security tech of 15, you actually are able to kind of like work your way past some of the interference and connect a clean call.
Yo, Rex.
And he says, Peacock, it's been a minute. Wish that you called me in a better time.
Yeah, do you? I'll make it quick. I promise you. Programs.
What you looking
a guy,
for?
right?
I know
The
plenty of
dragons.
people. Dragons.
Yeah, you heard me.
Tall order, but might cost you a couple eddies, but yeah, I think I know a guy.
Yeah. Beautiful. All right. Send me the deets.
Okay. Do you want this for delivery or do you want this for you want to meet
Pick
up
up
with
if
the
you
guy?
don't mind.
100%. All right. Yeah, see if I can get signal through all of this noise. But I'll throw you the deets as soon as I got him. And with that,
Appreciate you.
he disconnects the call. And it does take about 10 minutes, during which time you get a message through, this time from a local connection, and it's Recluse, and you see the like spiders, and she just says, "How's it looking? Outer bands."
Girl, you got a hell of a fucking monstrosity in there.
And she says, if only I could help you from inside here, I would, but sadly, I made the decision a while back to wall it all off, make it harder to get fucked. You understand?
That's all right. I knew when to cut my losses. In truth, I've been meaning to get some better gear anyway, so this is nothing more than the perfect opportunity. I've got a guy. I'm gonna go meet with him. I'll
Beautiful.
be back in 30 minutes tops.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, don't wait too long. And with that, it's in about that 10-minute span, Rex finally gets back to you, and he says, "All right, got a guy. Goes by the name Nyx. Pretty competent younger runner. I've seen his work, and he's assured me he's got a couple programs he could part with, namely those dragons you're looking for."
Next, yeah, I met them. But Afterlife then?
Yeah, he said that he could probably meet you up there. So if you want to head his way, he said he'd only charge a small premium for getting him going on such short notice.
It's all right. It's the cost of doing business. I get it, especially without the net. I'll go ahead and give him a call then. Let him know that I'm on my way.
Beautiful. I did take the liberty of letting him know you'd probably be interested. Sounded urgent, so he should be waiting for you, call or not, if it doesn't go through.
Sounds good. Thank you, Rex.
Absolutely. And yeah, with that, the call disconnects. So you, and he did do you the favor of sending you Nyx's contact details just in case you didn't already have them.
Beautiful.
Yep. So you, I assume then, are going to touch base with Nyx and arrange the pickup.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So are you just going to take a ride out to the upper marina where the Afterlife's located then?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. It's not terribly far, thankfully. Combat cab notwithstanding, it's maybe 15 minutes through the combat zones to get back up there.
Yeah. I do want to give Nyx a call before I'm on my way there.
Beautiful. Yeah. Roll me another electronic security tech. Okay. Yeah, that's enough to breach the fuzz. So you, do manage to connect through to Nyx. Says, yeah, Nyx talking.
Hey, Nyx, Peacock, I'm on my way to go see you.
Beautiful.
For those dragons.
Got a nice little booth here, ready to do biz.
Fantastic. Quick question, too. If you don't have them, fine. That's all good. But I was wondering, would you happen to have a hangry dragon as well?
Oh, you're looking for some specialized tech. Real fucking wirehead. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right. So you're talking 500 eds. All right. Says, well, something like that. I'm going to make him do one quick roll here. Because I think this starts to get kind of interesting. Nyx knows a couple people. All right.
Oh, before I forget.
What's that?
Oh, just gonna redeem something. Sorry, I forgot I wasn't muted still.
Oh, you're good. You're good. And so he says, yeah, I think I can get a lock on one of those. Might take a couple minutes for the guy carrying it to arrive. I don't got one on me, but doesn't change the fact that provided I can get a signal out, should be able to get the guy.
All right. If you want, I could even you can send me the deets and I can arrange it myself.
Nah, this
Thank you.
guy's little more secretive. Likes to do biz topside through guy, like me. So I'll get the shit in though. Don't you worry. Just get here and we'll trade some eds for some wear.
Nova. All right.
And with that, the line disconnects. So you arrive at the afterlife, and at this point, obviously, you need no introduction. You walk pretty much right past the bouncer at the door, who just kind of greets you like, "It's good to see you again." Like you've become maybe not a regular at the bar, but you're absolutely a known quantity, right? To the point that you can just walk through the doors here.
Yeah.
So with that, you walk in and see a runner with got a full-on like Ocu set on, looking over a couple of the programs, and he appears to be scrolling his agent as well. And you recognize, behind the Ocu set, this is Nyx.
What's up, Nix?
He says, "Choom, I'll be honest, I didn't know what kind of demand would exist in a world where the net is on the fritz, so glad to at least do the biz while I can."
Hey, just trying to keep the net running world afloat.
Yeah, I mean, if you got cold hard eddies to trade for wear, I mean, I got the wear you need. So, yeah, contact's going to take a little bit of time to get here, but, figure I got the programs, the hardware, should be here any second now.
Yeah. All right. Here's the ask. 2 dragons and a hangry.
All right. Might be able to swing that, yeah. Eds I'm asking for, short notice and all. I'll cut, we'll call it the standard. Standard's 10%. Rush delivery fee on top be an extra 5. So, what? That come out to 2,825. My math's right.
As much as I'd like to pay you for doing all that math in your head, this is important. The net's on the line here, and that means our living, our day job, our 9 to 5.
And I respect that. And that's why I'm not charging you 20. Which would be what I do for a standard rush delivery. I am giving you a discount.
Make it 2,600 and we got a deal.
Roll me trading.
Not good.
Not good.
No bueno.
And he says, "Nah, my original offer stands and it's the only one you're gonna fucking get." And I think you know that.
Oh, great. For the sake of the net. Alright, how much was it again? That was a lot of numbers.
Yeah, so I'm gonna run a calculator to make absolutely sure that I got my math right. Because I trust Nyx would have, but times 1.15. Yeah, I was right. I did it. 2,875.
Alright. For the sake of the net.
For the sake of the net. And as you start exchanging the eds, he slides over the chips and you see the bouncer from the front of the club come by the booth and hand him a small package wrapped in what looks to be just brown paper. And he takes it, flips one of the flaps of it up. Yep, that's what I ordered. And he slides it over to you. One hangry dragon, short notice as requested.
Alrighty. Well, it's a pleasure doing biz.
Yeah, same as always.
Typically, I just fucking fabricate this shit, but this is...
Yeah. Short notice is a funny thing, right?
Yeah.
So, you've got your goods. So you need an hour to swap out wear on your deck. So what are we doing?
I'll text Recluse, just say, got the programs. I just need a little bit to switch them out, and then should be good to go.
Okay.
So, Charlie, I'm getting a little impatient in game here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sort of look around. Like, what is what's the rest of the crew doing, waiting outside here?
So my understanding. So would you guys not have gone with to the afterlife?
No, I wouldn't have.
You guys
I would have definitely stayed behind because I already know how dangerous Recluse is, and if we go away from her and somebody else finds out that it was her, bad times are going to happen before we get
Fair
back.
enough.
So I would rather be here. My envisioning of the situation is I'm like standing there holding the door open with Sam, kind of watching the situation, waiting for Peacock to get back. I imagine Celsius is still like halfway down the hallway, kind of peeking in, wanting to go in deeper. And Matchlight is chilling and watching from the actual outside because he was the one who initially said we should wait on our Netrunner to do more work.
Right. Okay. So what are you guys, what would you guys like to do then? Given that it's probably going to take Peacock about, it's going to take him a little while to kind of do the transaction, then flip the stuff in his deck. So.
Well, that was why I brought it up. I agree with Matchlight that we should wait, but at the same time, I really want to see what the hell is inside, and I'm not scared of some fucking turret or fucking bullshit trap. I'd rather deal with that than deal with humans. So I'm gonna try to stealth in really quick against my own party's will.
Yeah, so you start creeping forward. So the one thing you're noticing is you kind of start walking down the path here. That maybe was a little less obvious from the one end of the hall is as many of these doors that there are, only one of them seems to not be locked by chains. There's like a chain lock wrapped around the door itself.
Let me check my inventory. I don't remember if I have a lockpick or not.
Could I brawling pop it for him?
If you want to walk down, you could absolutely try.
Yeah, because at this point, like I said, I'm imagining that I was standing at the door, kind of trading my gaze between keeping an eye on Celsius and keeping an eye on Matchlight. And when I see him come up to the door and start looking through his carry-all, I'd probably walk up and just try and pop it for him.
Okay. So just roll me brawling damage on it.
Oh, just flat brawling damage?
Yeah, because you're just trying to like smack the lock off. So it's not like it's not like you need to roll a check for that. Lock can't dodge. So you tap the lock. The lock itself is relatively flimsy. It comes off and the chains slide with it. That said, Celsius, the moment you see that come off, are you going to try and push the door open?
So I'm going to back myself up against the wall and just use my arm that I can just shove the door open, but not really looking just yet. I don't want to be in the path of the doorway.
Yeah, cop tactics. I want to stand behind him with my hand on his shoulder so he knows where I'm at.
Got it. So you shove in, roll me athletics. Okay. So you push hard against the door that's now been unlocked. And you feel it start to give. And you recognize very quickly that not only was this chained, but there appears to be something barricading it from the other side. That said, the amount of strength you put behind this is enough to at least begin to shake whatever is barricading. It doesn't seem like it's wedged, where it's got like a perfect amount of like stopping to the average human's build. This begins to give, and you can see behind it appears to be a stack of something. It looks like, at first you think it looks kind of boxy, like a large crate, and then you get a glance and it almost you think maybe it's what was once a checkout counter that's been kind of shoved up against the wall here. That said, it gives just enough for you to kind of get a peek inside, but you recognize like actually open into the room itself is going to be a whole different level of kind of pushing your way through this thing.
So I noticed that, and I'll just turn and look at Rook and go, "Your turn."
Well, I'm gonna stretch my arms, man. This investment just keeps paying off, and I'm gonna still try and stick to kind of the side of of one of the doors and just lean into it hard.
Got it. So you're Sigma framed, right?
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Okay. So roll me athletics as well. Take a +2 because of your frame.
Let's go.
Sick. So this time around, yeah, you just see Rook kind of push in front and just throw all of his force behind the one door. And to perhaps very little surprise, he's able to just shove this thing open. And you see whatever is on the other side, which actually does turn out to be a large counter that's been weighed down by a variety of other objects. You see that just kind of slide forward enough that you could kind of crawl through and over it through the opening in the door. So it's not like a perfect situation. You still would have to kind of like maneuver your way past some things. And it doesn't seem like this thing's going to go much farther open at this point. That said, you can see through the opening pretty clearly now. And what you're seeing inside is more what you kind of like what you expected to see in this first hallway. You see more naked electronics, kind of crisscrossing several spider drones that appear to be kind of running to and fro, carrying all manner of different things. Various kind of maintenance bits. Some of them are carrying syringes. Some of them are carrying, other kind of equipment. But yeah, inside here, it looks almost like a factory, except for the lack of human workers. Just a lot of drones.
Cool. I'll just sort of look at Rook. I'm like, I'm not gonna go in there with all those fucking weird ass robots. I don't think there's anything in there for us anyway.
I'm gonna say let's take a dedicated peek let's take a real peek first, but I agree. I don't feel like going into that room and getting swarmed with a bunch of spiders from the shadows. That sounds like a bad time.
Right, so I'll go ahead and, if you don't mind, I'll roll perception just to get an idea of what I can see in there.
Totally.
Yeah,
go ahead.
same. I want to kind of prop the door as much as I can open for us with my foot without actually going into the room and just kind of peek.
Yeah. Like I said, at this point, you've definitely got enough room to like kind of glance around the edge of the door frame. Okay. So Rook, you're seeing mostly just the obvious in this next room immediately in front of you, which appears to be an old storefront that had all of the various displays and other sort of infrastructure for like the store itself kind of pushed up against this door frame to barricade it, which is where all of that resistance has come from. Beyond it, you can see there are some large windows that of the kind that you normally, set up as like a display for the front of the store. And For you, it's a little harder to begin to kind of discerning what's all out there. Celsius, to you, especially with your enhanced vision, this is a little easier to kind of start piecing apart. So you're seeing that beyond just the circuitry that's kind of running out through this storefront that you're in the main kind of hall of the mallplex itself, you're noticing that every so often there are these large, they almost look like servers of their own, description. The other thing that check will cause you to notice are the ports on the ceiling where several turrets would poke through, and probably make for a very bad time.
Yeah, after seeing that, I'll just sort of look at Rook and go, yeah, we ain't going in there, bud, unless you fight like a handful of automated turrets. Let's leave this room alone, but let's take note so we can come back later once Peacock's got through the net a bit.
Yep. And I'm just gonna slowly and as quietly as I can pull the door back shut and go. And that's why we let the net runner go 3 steps ahead.
That's why we don't get impatient. Oh fuck. Yeah, because you get the sense that would be a very, very quick way to die, and almost as like a reassurance of this fact, as you back away, you see the very bottom of what appears to be a half-decayed leg sticking out near the front of the store from around an old shelving unit that appears to have been knocked over. So you've got some precedent for it. Someone was stupid enough to try.
So basically, the way you're describing it is we're sort of in like those like back service tunnels of an old mall.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So like it's like a back door, just basically for storage and travel. Okay.
Exactly. You got it.
Yeah. Big thing I want to question. I want to look at him and go, the question is, if she's a brain in a jar at this point, who moved that big ass desk?
I mean, she said she'd been here for a while, right?
Right, but I mean, even if you stack a bunch of those spider bots together, they can only move so much, right? I mean, you can't Sigma frame a spider bot.
I mean, who's to say what she's capable of? Hence the reason I'm closing this door.
Yeah. We're not tempting fate with this.
I like to shoot my gun, but I don't like to be shot at by more than one thing at a time.
That's fair. All right. So Nyla, at this point, I think the crew has agreed. They like your plan to dive in and deal with the problems before they become problems.
Mm-hmm. So do I have my dragons?
Yes. I mean, Nyx had the dragons. He was just waiting on the hardware. And he has now handed that over to you wrapped in brown paper.
And now I'm going to begin the 1 hour process of chipping in everything.
Yeah, so over the next hour or so, it's pretty simple. So go ahead and make the substitutions on your deck as needed.
Yeah. Do I... Because there is no black ice in...
I am stupid.
Compendium.
No, there is. Hold on.
There is.
I'm just stupid because I forgot to load it onto your sheet here.
You're not stupid, you're the GM.
Yeah, that's the trick.
There is no right and wrong. There is only GM.
Always a little stupid. That's how I stay flexible. All right, there we go. Yep. So I've got your Hangry Dragon and 2 dragon programs on your inventory now.
Righty. Alright, it's time to suit up, gang.
Oh boy.
And
Is it time to play Power World on her net?
You know what? I'm gonna actually delete that Hangry because I pulled one from the compendium. Just.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah, you're good.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's hop back to it then. And I'm gonna new my way back to
Yep.
the mallplex.
So you guys, after you take a few minutes to kind of like look through that door, and you're like, nah, that's okay. You wait about an hour, and then in a combat cab comes back your prodigal netrunner here to save the day, hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah, I'm trying to think here. Yeah, whatever. We'll figure it out. All right. Well, with dragons in the deck, it's time
It's time. All right.
to jack back in.
You load them up. Yeah, so let's pull you back to the net here. Give me 2 seconds. Nyla. Oh.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Peacock's back. Tala, friend. So you jack in. You've got to redo the password.
All right, that's fine. I'm just gonna res up all my programs now. So tell me, because I have not played much with Black Ice. When I res them, they are they don't follow me, correct?
So there's 2 net actions you take when you set up a Black Ice. One reses them in the network so they follow you like any other program would. The other sets them on the floor that you're currently on and makes them active. So when you want to get a Black Ice running in the network, it will follow you like any other program would on your character until you set it. And then it takes a net action to unset and reset. So it's going to be, you're going to be burning a lot of net actions if you want them to follow you.
So,
But there's always the option of just hauling them with you until you've collected all your enemy Black Ice and you want to just start erasing them.
Right. Well, I'm just saying, like, if I res them now, they don't follow. They stay on this floor, basically.
Not until you set them. So if you res them with 1 net action only, they would be able to follow you. The second is what sets them on the floor.
I will go ahead and I will just res them right now.
Cool. So let me so drag him onto the scene because I was okay. Interesting. That's cool. I didn't know it does that. Very cool. Wait a minute. I know what you've done. I think I know what you've done. Hold on. Because you just activated it from your cyber deck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. No, that works.
Okay. I was like, was I not supposed to do that?
No. But I will say this. I have much cooler... give me 2 seconds here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Net running...
I'm all for cool things, so please take your time.
Yeah. Let me just see. Icons. Not running. I thought I have a series of WebMs. Hold on. Pause. 1 moment. We're gonna make this look as visually stunning as possible. Let me. Oh, I know why. Hold on. I know why it's only displaying one and not the other. I've seen what I must do. It's the appearance one that I can change here. There it is. Because these will animate them then. There we go. Now we're talking. And then this one. There you go. Now you got some dragon icons there that are worthy of our time.
Yeah. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. All right. Cool. So forward into the net you go.
Forward into the net I go. First, a back door.
Yep. Cool. Go ahead and roll it.
Once more into the frame, my friends.
Right through. Yep. Beautiful. So you are able to pass into the file level here.
Right. You know, I was literally about to say, to me, my knights.
To me, my knights. The FF14 brain rot is real, kids.
Alright.
Up we go.
Up we go.
Cool. Speed check. Whee.
Overclock. That's what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you ain't got no problems here.
No more Mr. Nice Runner.
Yeah, that's insane. How you just dodged the fuck out of that. So,
Alright.
yeah.
I would like to use 2 net actions to sick these killers with my dragons.
Yeah, the dragons get ready and they just immediately lock on. So now these things are, I mean, they're going to get attacked. So let me just, dragon 1. Okay. That dragon is definitely hitting. Dragon 2.
I mean, my knights.
Now defense roll 1. Defense roll 2. Yes. Okay. So, Dragon 1 for damage.
Ew.
Not enough, but a lot. And then Dragon 2. Yeah. All right. So these things are now tangling with the dragons. And those are probably the things they'll lock onto after the speed check was passed. So, so at this point, you've burned 2 net actions in combat. You got 2 more. What do you want to do?
So let's go ahead, because I took out basically a lot of my attackers.
Sure.
Because these are my attackers. If I were to descend now, would are the killers locked onto my black ice?
Yeah, they lock onto the first program they see. So, I mean, these would probably be those programs.
All right, I'm gonna go down and read this file.
You got it. Go ahead and roll me a ID. 12. Easy. All right. So this one again is surprisingly easy, surprisingly nothing. And it just says, beware the snake's forked tongue, lest you be convinced off the path.
Oh, I've encountered the snake's forked tongue, believe you me.
It killed a banhammer, as a matter of fact. Thanks, Recluse.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and I want to start thinking about that password I didn't hit beforehand.
Okay.
Could I attempt that cryptography check now?
To get a +1 on the back door? Sure.
All right. Go ahead. That's
Okay.
better.
That'll be a +1 when you get there. Yep.
Perfect. Okay.
Cool. So
That's
that's it. That's 4 net actions. Awesome. Anything from the peanut gallery, or are you sticking to the runner's going to do the runner thing?
Yep, I'm waiting till we get a call from the runner that he did something cool and took control of something interesting so that we go into that room. Actually, we should let him know that he's looking for a control node for turrets to get us into that first room.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
That's fair. All right. So the dragons. Go ahead.
All right, yeah.
No.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
I was about to say 10-4. It turns out it's really fun being a summoner without context.
It's really fun being a summoner. All right, killers first. Dragons.
All right.
First one hit, second one hit. All right. Killer 1.
Okay, so they hit for 10,
Yep. Killer 2.
and then 14. All right. Well, I hope my dragons don't die.
Dragons are
Yeah.
still rezzed right now. Now the dragon's turn. Attack
Yep.
1. Hit. Attack 2. Attack 2 is defended. Okay. So attack 1 is enough to delete the ice.
Perfect. After that killer is deleted, the dragons that defeated them's res is back to max.
Okay, well then, yeah, that fully replenishes. So yeah, and then this is just gonna lock on to the other killer. So you got 4 net actions. What are you doing?
All right. Well, I am gonna go ahead. Here is where things get tricky because, to my knowledge, right? Yeah, no. It destroys a single program installed on the enemy netrunner's cyber deck at random. Okay. Here is what I am going to do. I'm actually going to come back up. And I am going to go ahead and I'm just going to start zapping this killer.
Okay, you're gonna come after it. Awesome. Cool. Go ahead and roll me zap. Hit. Roll me damage.
Alrighty. I'll go ahead and I'll target that killer. To be helpful.
That's just enough to derez it.
Perfect.
So yeah, you just see this thing get faded from the net. So that's one of your 4 net actions.
I am going to go ahead and use 2 of my actions to unset it. My dragons.
And I'm assuming they're just coming down here with you.
Now, so if I derez a dragon and then re-res it, is there res back up?
So no, because you're not taking them off the net, you're just unsetting them. So think of it like you set them into active and then into passive. At no point does the passive program though get derezzed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I want to do, because okay.
No matter what happens here, you're going to be risking something.
Right.
There's no way to avoid the risk, sadly. It's almost like there was design behind this. Hi, I'm design.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Morat, welcome. While Nyla considers his course of action, welcome. You've joined us in an end game section of our campaign here. So you're watching probably one of the most expensive net runs you'll ever see against a net runner who has plenty of money. Well, he had plenty of money. He just spent on some very expensive wear to deal with this.
Okay, I'm gonna actually skip my net action.
Skip it. Okay, cool. Next round. 4 net actions.
All right. Let's hop down.
Sick. You already know. 3 asps coming live. Give me speed checks.
You got it, Choom. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro.
Oh, okay. So we start with a 22 on 11 dodges. 15 on 8 dodges. 15 on 18 does not dodge. You will lose a program.
Okay.
So again, top down. So we've got 7 programs now. Rolling a d7. One of the dragons, the one that's actually taken some damage, goes up in flames.
All right.
So, with that, you've got 1 left. And
Yep.
I assume you're spending that net action to set it up.
Hang on. I'm thinking. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna go ahead and descend.
Oh, all right. Here comes the Netrunner, brain burning his way. Password time with a +1. That's enough. You go through.
I forgot to add the +1, but that's fine.
You're chilling. Yeah, no, you're good. That blank roll's enough.
All right.
Node time, baby. Oh no, he's going straight to the next password, ladies and gentlemen. All right, very cool. So you are diving straight down. Another password, my guy. It's enough. You're through. And rapidly, the branches give way to a starscape. You're walking amongst celestial bodies here. And then, well, first of all, hold on. We have a black guy's here. This is important. Because while you do see a Balron also here, this is that custom ice I was talking about.
Okay.
You see a rift open in the path before you. You've never seen an icon like this. And it starts drawing for you, and you feel your consciousness begin to flicker for a moment. Give me a speed check. You dodge it. You've just felt your consciousness touched by what the network and your virtuality is now throwing up as a soul killer program.
I'm not stopping.
Oh boy. The stones on this guy. Yep, you pass. You're through.
Give me the net arch.
Dude,
Give me the net arch.
I hope your chair can support the weight of those iron balls.
Give me this net arch.
Oh, he wants the whole fucking thing. Okay. You got it, buddy. So you have admin. You have this file here. What would you like to do at this point? You have admin, but you want to modify it. You need to virus. You know the rules.
Yep. All right. Believe.
Okay. What are you doing with this virus? Tell me.
What do I do with this virus? Well, I just want the net arch. I want admin.
Okay, so you want everything in here to regard you as friendly.
I want everything in here to recognize me as Raish Bartmoss.
Cocky asshole. All right, well, that is one tall order. And on a 12, I'm going to say that that's not enough, and that's going to eat your net actions both for this turn and half for the next.
That's okay.
So, let's begin the part where you get 3 asps and soul killer attacking you. Roll me 4 defenses. The first 3 are the asps, the last one's the soul killer.
All right.
First defense is 16. All right, that's an asp. So that's 3. 16, 3, 14. Now the soul killer. Ooh! Oh. Well, that's very interesting. Okay. Let's see what happens. Asp attack 1. Dodged. 2 defenses 3. Asp will hit. So this dragon is gone. So D6 to determine what you've got left. Three, you lose your worm. Worm's gone. Third asp against a defense of 14. Matches. You defend. Finally, -2 defense against a soul killer of 15. All right, Peacock. You want to be Ray Spartmoss? Roll me a D6, please. Two. You lose 2 intelligence as you feel your consciousness begin to be sucked into the bottom of this net arch.
That's okay.
Your move.
That's okay. We're doing this. We're doing this virus. This is happening.
Two net actions. That's what you got for this round.
All right. Putting it in for that virus.
Got it.
I gotta roll it.
Gotta roll it. There it is. So you spend 2 net actions. You recognize you'll need another 2 halfway through this virus. So 1 more round of defending. And then we'll see.
All right.
All right. I need 4 of them, so let's see. 12-9. That's the third asp. That's okay. Finally. Okay. 1 against a soul killer. Fun. All right. So 12-9, -2-1. All right. The first against a 12. You are successful. The second against a -2. Hits. Remaining programs, 5. Rolling a d5. 3. You lose your armor program. And now we come to... so that was... Third is asp against a -1. Or, excuse me. Third is asp against a 9, excuse me. Miss. Finally, soul killer against a 1. Hits. Roll me another d6.
My shit is falling down. Probably from the sheer amount of shit happening on the screen. Sheer amount of dice.
Mm-hmm.
Chat, I just wanted you to know. It was nice knowing y'all.
Goodbye.
You have 1 intelligence remaining.
Let's fucking go!
You resist the soul killer, but you guys in real space can see your Netrunner just kind of like stumbling down out of his own control. Like he's like halfway, you can kind of see his eyes fluttering as he's barely holding on to his consciousness. That said, the virus clears. You are now Ray Spartmoss, according to this network. Welcome. You've taken it over. Congratulations, Nyla. What a fucking pair you have, my dude. Holy shit. Oh.
I want it to be known. I want it to be known across the fucking land. I beat Emmerron's most expensive net arch.
You did, with 1 intelligence remaining.
Intelligence is just a resource.
Holy shit. Oh yeah, so yeah, you've got it. What do you want to do with your newfound power over the network? You got 2 net actions remaining on this round.
Fucking give me my intelligence back.
So yeah, your first net action is to activate the Soul Killer to reimplant your shit. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you reverse the flow of the Soul Killer, and yeah, you're back at 8 and you just feel that sudden clarity again of just like.
All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna start dismantling these control nodes. Or you know what? I'm gonna actually command the Balron to do so.
Okay. So you actually, now that you are admin, you recognize there are 2 Balrons in the network.
Go forth, my minions. Dismantle this system.
Oh boy, all right. So the 2 Balrons move out onto their points in the network. You want them to just, do you want to know what the control nodes do before you have them just start, like, because they can't delete the control nodes, but they can make the situation favorable for your friends, now that you have control over them.
Yeah, I was just being dramatic. Yeah, what did they do?
All right. So there's no need for me to play coy anymore with chat. I can fully unveil exactly what the fuck is in here. So this is a 14 level net arch that is forked out to level 10. Or no, level 11, excuse me. So in total, there are 25 levels to this net arch. To give you that metric to begin with. You have 6 control nodes in here. They control, from the start, blood swarms throughout the facility, cameras throughout the facility, electrical flooring, automated turrets, air pumps, and door locks and hermetic seals on the ones where those apply.
All right. Yeah. You know, nothing crazy, nothing weird.
No.
All right, yeah. Basically, I want to send the command to the Balron saying, hey, for these guys in particular, make sure these don't hurt them in any way, and we'll let them through.
So basically, you write your friends in as friendly.
Yep.
Got it. Yeah. You're admin. You have full control over it, so you register their IDs. All right. Do you let them know it's time?
We have the keys to the castle.
So at that point, I'm just gonna walk into that room we were by and see what's going on in there.
Yeah. So the spider bots haven't seemed to stop. They're still kind of parading shit around. That said, those little ports you noticed in the ceiling, those aren't opening. They very much are. It seems like your Netrunner's magic worked out.
Is there a body connected to that or nearby that leg anywhere?
So you walk across, and yeah, it looks like this guy appears to be by the fact he's carrying a giant assault rifle. This guy appears to be a solo that met his end here.
All right. Well, before we continue the mission, I need to do something super important and see what he's got on him.
Okay. Check where the rolls are. 30 on a concealed check. Oh my god. Okay, so on a reveal check here, you touch his partially decayed skin. It's not pleasant. And start patting him down for anything. You do pick up an agent off of him. The gun itself is relatively unimpressive. It's a standard quality Militech assault rifle. Nothing to write home about.
Cool, I don't pick up trash.
Yeah. And this guy does appear to have an EMP on him.
Ooh, yeah, I'll take that. That's for damn sure.
Sick. Let me go ahead and add that to your inventory here. So there you go. You have an EMP.
Sweet.
Yep.
Other than that, I'll radio to Matchlight, 'cause I don't think he's really been in the hall with us, and to Rook that the room's safe. Everything seems to be shut down. Now, does this shop open up to the wider mall?
It does. So the front door was where this guy was, and you're noticing those ports on the ceiling where the turrets are. There's several more of them on the opposite side of the mall, and you could just kind of tell based on where there are bullet casings pooled on the ground that it looks like all 5 of them opened fire on this guy. He wasn't gonna last very long. But yeah, none of the turrets activate, so you feel as though you're pretty safe.
So I think I'm just gonna start walking down the wider aspect of the mall, because while the back room may have been a thing, this seems like a faster way to get deeper.
Yeah. So
and I'll let everybody know that's where I'm going.
Yeah, so obviously this is a pretty sizable mallplex. So at this point, let's talk about how are we navigating.
First, I want to ask our scouts, since we should still have shortwave, and I'm pretty sure we're all on radio comms like proper.
Right.
Ask Peacock if he's got any eyes that could lead us to wherever the brain jar room is. Like if it looks like all the infrastructure leads somewhere, since he has control of the cameras at this point.
Fair?
Yeah, and yeah, I imagine I can just be like, oh yeah, down the hall, first left, brain in a jar room.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing you're noticing here is that there are several levels to this mallplex. Several up, but there's also a couple of sub-levels. 3 of them, as a matter of fact, as you kind of start looking at signs in each camera. Because it's like, if you've ever sifted through cams, it's sometimes a little disorienting to try and figure out, okay, where in the fucking building is this thing? So you start going through, and you're able to piece together that Recluse's biosystem is on the 3rd sub-level down. Very, very bottom of this thing, buried deep. You also recognize buzzing around in the air as you're kind of digging through the cams are several aerial drones that you don't have control nodes for.
That's weird. And I'm gonna just say to Recluse, hey, you got like a second playground in there, or
yeah? And
what's
so
going on?
she responds, I set the net up in layers. Layer 1 is what you're looking at right now. Should have a feed direct to my database, but everything else controlled either on auto triggers or subnets.
All right. So how do we take those down?
Well, you either jack in and deal with them the old-fashioned way, because again, some of those subnets I haven't touched in years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Or you do the old-fashioned thing and shoot them.
Oh. All right. Well. And how many of them are there?
Roll me a perception check. Because you notice 1 or 2 errant ones, but you recognize, like, Now that you're looking for them, it's going to be maybe like you're zeroing in and trying to figure that out a little better. All right, now the 10s are rolling out. There we go. So you start looking through all the feeds and you recognize like there's a small fleet of these things in here. Like we're talking, you count roughly 12.5 of them on just the cams you can see.
Fun. All right. So okay, can I, from a camera, can I scan?
That is a great question. I'm going to say no, because it's your deck and virtuality that provide you the means to do that. The cams aren't equipped with the same tech.
All right. Okay, well, there's a couple ways I can play this. Yeah, we can do the old-fashioned way, or is there enough of them that if Matchlight were to go in there, or Celsius, could they handle it?
I mean, all of these look relatively small and therefore fairly fragile. So it's just a matter of if they're okay dealing with all the guns.
I have an idea.
Or, I just got an EMP, unless those don't affect drones.
Typically, they don't affect drones, but...
I do have an idea, though.
What's your idea?
So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to command the Balron. Those drones, they're enemies. And you should shoot them.
Okay.
You should, yeah, and not use the gas. Just shoot them.
Beautiful. So, in the areas where there's a couple of turrets still located on this net, you do suddenly, in Celsius, it maybe startles you a little bit, but you hear a very loud set of gunshots deeper into the mall. And that it comes and goes pretty quickly, but yeah, you just hear a series of gunshots and then silence.
Don't worry, guys, that was me. Hey, Recluse, what triggers those drones? Are they sight-based?
Should be sight and ID based.
Sight and ID based. Hey, guys, did you find a body in there?
Yeah, just one dead-ass solo. Why?
Alright, do me a favor. It's a little crude, but it just might work. I need you to take that body and throw it into the corridor with all the enemy drones.
Looks like that's down a few floors, right, Charlie?
So it's where he's seeing the first of these is on the second sub-level. The ones on the first sub-level, you can confirm with your cams, look like they were wiped out by the turrets. And every so often you hear like a quick as like one of the turrets fires a single round to take one out.
Or if you're feeling brave, you can carry him and use him as a human shield. Bring him to the drones that I have control of. Just lure them out.
I mean, he's pretty decayed at that point. I don't think he's going to be much of a shield.
Probably not, but yeah, he might take a round, maybe two. If you're lucky. Depends on what the drones are equipped with. It's kind of hard to tell.
Other than that, I mean, I could try jacking out and going into that net arch, and we could do a pincer that way.
I mean, as long as you still like what you've programmed in there is going to keep running. Yeah, I don't see why not. Just come in and let's have some fun.
Oh yeah, So once I leave the net arch, we're still all friendlies, yeah?
Yeah, the virus you set makes you Raish Bartmoss in the eyes of the system. So, yeah, you're friendly.
Cool. Well, wait, does that mean I can waltz through there?
Well, to the eyes of the first system, not any subsystems. So,
Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna jack out after making us all friendly, including our good friend Switch, and
yeah.
and we're gonna go find ourselves the second net arch.
Beautiful, yeah. So you guys start descending through the building, kind of following Peacock, because Peacock, you've seen the corridors of the building now. You kind of have a rough idea, at least, on where to go.
What was that file at the bottom of the first net arch, by the way?
That file. So that was access to the biosystem control, as well as the entirety of Recluse's database.
Oh, well, before I go, of course, I haven't spent my net action to check out. I will go ahead. I will just ID all of that. Are you shitting me? Really?
Unfortunately, that is not enough.
All right, give me some time. Give me some time, folks. We got detour emergency here. I'm gonna take my time.
Honestly, before you do that, I don't mind going to at least peek down there and stay out of the side of the drones so I can get an idea of how many there are. Okay.
Sounds good. Go ahead and roll me perception. While you do that, hello Raiders, welcome in. My name's Emmerron. I am a tabletop RPG streamer, clearly the category says so, who focuses on cyberpunk for the most part. We are nearing the end of this campaign of Cyberpunk Red. This is our second season of this particular campaign, where we did do a character swap, but this has been a lot of fun. So you're watching the team assault one of the most secure places in the entire city right now, probably, in order to get the Netrunner inside out. So Celsius, with that perception, you look down, and sure enough, you do hear. It doesn't even require your sight fully, but you can hear the ever so slight sound of a bunch of rotor blades, like the tiny drone rotor blades, whirring away in the corridors below you. And yeah, you recognize that just on the sound alone, that there's still probably another dozen or so of these things buzzing away happily down there.
All right, I'll just sort of stick like in the stairwell, I guess, where they're not really flying around.
Yeah, like you know that generally as long as you stay to, because the stairwell is one of those where it's like it heads down to a landing and then you have to like turn back and around.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll, as long as you stay to the side that's not facing out toward them, you're pretty okay.
So I'm actually gonna do something maybe a little stupid. Is there one of them that you would say would be within optimal DV for my sniper rifle?
The ones at the far end of the hallway might be actually, because
I want to
optimal. Let me double check optimal for a sniper rifle.
DV 13 or 15 would be appreciated.
Yeah. Within 15, probably you could do it. Let me just double check if there's any in 13. Because I know about how long this hallway is. Sniper rifle. DV... So sniper actually doesn't have a DV13. It only has a 15 at 51 meters. So the sniper probably not. An assault rifle though, you absolutely
assault rifle
could.
it is then.
Yeah. Yeah, because the hall's only about 50 meters long. It's not a super long hallway.
Cool. I'm gonna actually just sort of test their metal a little bit, and I'm gonna see if I can take down one with a shot real quick.
Beautiful. Roll me the attack check.
So if I'm gonna do an aim shot on something that's not a human, I mean, can I essentially just like aim center mass for the thing and try to just knock out its controls?
Yeah, basically, if you're taking an aim shot, you can aim for a more vulnerable part. So in this case, for a drone, it would be like its battery bay, or if it were like a monoprop, you could aim for the propeller itself. Basically, it's somewhere that would do double damage, like a headshot.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to do that then, because I want to want to see how easy these things are to take down.
Totally.
Let's see.
Jesus. How is it? How is that? How is that? I'm just... What the actual fuck? That's insane.
That's what happens when you negate the -8 with precision.
That's insane. That's incredible. Yeah, so that'll hit. Roll me the damage on that.
Swing spook. I think he's dead.
12 against the head. That's 12 on the dice. So yeah, it's 24 because these things don't have armor. So yeah, you immediately just pop one and you see it spark out as its battery bank explodes. That said, the other 11 that are in this hall immediately lock on and start flying your way. Cool. So yeah, you start noticing them all, and they just kind of line up at you.
I am gonna lead them upstairs.
All right. Is anyone else down with Celsius? I need to ask this because I'm gonna have Celsius roll me initiative here.
I would have been standing at kind of the top of the stairwell, keeping an eye on what he was doing, and would probably be having a massive oh shit moment after he pulled the trigger.
Yeah, the moment you hear the bang of the fucking 50 cal in the assault rifle, you're like, uh-oh, that's a problem. So
if I could, I would like to just kind of lean over the rail and ready a shot for whatever chases him up.
You absolutely can. So let me pull down drones and defenses. These are a bunch of mini air drones. So we're just gonna drag these into the home screen here. Matchlight, in the middle of all this, where are you?
Well, yeah, I would have been following Peacock, so I guess I would have been there.
Well, you might be a little further behind, because as far as I understand it, Peacock's not like right in the middle of all this.
Yeah, then maybe I am a little behind.
Okay. Cool. So I would say you two are probably like a little further back in the main corridor that kind of leads to this stairwell. So I'm going to put these guys onto initiative. I'm only going to roll initiative for them once, though. And it's going to be based on a +14.
Are you allowed to use luck on initiative?
That is a tremendous question. I believe the answer is yes, you can.
I'm just curious. He gives me the option, so I was like, oh, that's
yeah,
weird.
I believe the only thing you can't put luck into are the things you have to roll under. So, yeah.
Why would you do that?
Right, exactly. Well, and actually, it just occurred to me, air drones just operate at the top of initiative, because that's the way demons work. So, yeah. So that's where we come.
Oh, fun.
That said, so I'm going to pull you back here, Nyla, because you could interact with these drones since you're in meat space right now.
Well, I was gonna ask before I left meat space if I could ID that file.
Oh, yes. Let me roll you into the initiative here so we know when that opportunity will come for you. Go ahead.
Also, just to double check, Peacock did mark these drones as unfriendly, correct, to the Balrogs?
Yeah.
Very much so. Yeah.
Good, because I am going to be running very fast upstairs.
And I'll actually stay in that. I'm actually gonna take back.
Yeah, you're totally good. All right, so these mini air drones, they're all gonna operate at the same time, and I'm just gonna leave them where they are on the initiative here because that's fine. All right, so Rook, you see the first of these things begin hovering up behind Celsius as he begins sprinting. So you got your action now. Go ahead, take it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have that oh shit moment. Pop that one shot down at that.
Hit. Roll me damage.
Hit him with the beast.
Oh! Okay. I'm not gonna pull a tarot because these things don't suffer critical injuries as normal. So it'll leave tarot open. if it comes to that. But yeah, that is gonna just immediately spark one of these out, like just immediately bam down. So with that said, that's incredible. All right, so now we go for the first of these air drones. They're all currently locked on to Celsius. So Celsius, prepare yourself.
I'm ready.
Oh, I'm sure. Let's see. Oh, that drop shadow on the menus here is so dark. All right, Celsius, here we go. Firing them one at a time. So all of these are coming at you with very heavy pistols, and by the time that... Because what was your move?
6.
6. Okay.
So if I would have sprinted, it would have been 12.
You wouldn't be able to sprint because you took a shot. So it'll be 6. So these things also have a move of, I believe... Let me make sure that I coded this correctly, because I think I did. But I want to make sure to be fair about this. So let me take a look here. Mini air drones. Yeah, they do have 6. Awesome. So, so I'm going to say half of these are going to be at DV13. The other half are going to be at DV15.
All right.
So the first for the DV13s, I assume you're dodging these, right?
I knew exactly what I was getting myself into.
Yeah. All right, cool. Roll me a dodge. We'll do this one pair at a time. Okay. 37 on a picture. All right, well, that first one misses. The next one. 26. Misses. Third one. 23. Okay, misses. Fourth one. Misses. You dodged that barely. And then the fifth one. So this is the last one at DV13. Of course, if you're evading all of them, it might not matter because you're just setting the DVs for me. Because your plan is to evade all of these, right?
Yeah, how dare you hit me, though?
Yeah, I know. 12 with an armor-piercing round. Okay. So let me find where your token is. There you are. So that I can apply this. Boop. 1 damage. Evading again. Boop. That's a little more of a boop.
Okay. Once I get upstairs, I'm good.
True. Third. Or, yeah, next one. 20. Okay. Next one. Miss. Next one. Miss. Next one. Miss. All right. That's the end of the drones for this round of combat. So yeah, Rook, you just see this swarm of drones begin chasing him up the stairs, and just you hear popping gunshots up and down the hallway. It's almost deafening with how many of these just start unloading fire down on your solo. So, as these chase him up the stairwell, however, you hear behind you murder, and all of the turrets just and just again a response of gunfire from behind you as these things unload. So let me I need in place turrets now. Give me a moment, because these all have
damage
to have
calculations the GM was not prepared for.
independent ammo counts. Hold on. 'Cause there is definitely an equal number of these, so we're gonna do the following.
Robot fight.
Robot fight! Miss. So let me just do the following. All right. Hits. That should be enough to take at least one of these out for me. Because I think, oh no, that isn't enough. Okay. Next one. Because they all just lock onto a separate one. Hits. Okay. That one's gone. Boop. That one's off the board. Next one. Hits. I'd just like to point this out, Nyla. You caused this. You're the reason we're doing battle bots right now.
Good.
Good. Hits.
I mean, when you give me a suggestion like this, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'd be fair enough. Kills. Next. Hits. Kills. Next. Hits. Kills. These are actually hitting exactly on average right now. That's actually kind of insane. I just noticed that. 17 is precisely the average for 5d6. Hits. Crits. Kills. And that's the end of the volley of turret guns. Wait a minute. How can it be? Did I miscount? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yes, I did miscount. I'm missing 2 turrets. Hold on. There we go. Let me fire 2 more of these here, because I was like, wait a fucking minute. That should hit. Yeah, that hits. Damage. Crits. Deleted. Next one. Hits. Kills. All right. So there is 1 or 2, excuse me, 2 drones left, one of which has been severely damaged. We come back to top initiative. Celsius.
Sorry, I'm back.
You're good. Celsius, if you would.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot at one of them. I don't care which one. Let's see. No need for an aim shot. Just good old fashioned assault rifle.
All right. That hits. Go ahead and roll me damage. That's 2 tarot qualifying rolls here in one fucking turn, basically. That's insane. All right, cool. Yeah, that's gonna kill. Peacock, go ahead and roll that ID.
Right. I just, sorry, I just sat down. It's right here. Okay. If you don't mind actually rolling it for me, with that +1.
I can do that.
Pretty please. Thank you so much.
So that'll be a
means the world
16 in total.
for that
which is-
file.
It's enough, yeah. So, you've got a whole mall-sized server's worth of data in here. your cyberdeck is going to be calculating the size of this thing for probably an hour, and you just watch the terabytes tick up. Like,
Wunderbar.
there's a lot in here. A fucking lot.
Oh, I came back to a fucking tarot. Okay. All right.
So yeah, it's up to you what you want to do with that, but you now know, like, this is like every little file that Recluse has ever collected, every bit of data she's ever squirreled away. There's also the control panel in here you recognize for her biosystem connections to the network.
Got it. All right. Well, okay. So let me ask you this question right now. Because I suddenly have a lot of space on my cyber deck now. All of a sudden. How much does that account for the amount of data here?
You could get, as your virtuality, you sort of slowly start seeing that number tick up in your vision. You're like, rapidly diminishing 10, nope, 5, nope, maybe 2% of what's in here.
I'm thinking. I feel there's something devious I could do. But, Could I lock up that database?
You could try.
Could I put a password on it or something?
In theory, you could. You're admin, after all, Raish Bartmoss.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay. So to do this will take a while. Like, you're because what you're basically gonna do is, I mean, because you can only write one virus per network. So normally this would be a virus check. So putting a password on this is gonna be like kind of a big undertaking.
There is another idea I just had. Actually,
what do you want to do?
Which would be a different way of going about this. I'd like to encrypt it.
Okay. That's
for a little program.
Yeah.
That goes through and encrypts it and with given a key.
Interesting. Okay. So you're basically creating ransomware on the fly here.
Yeah. I've done it. Easy peasy.
Fair enough. All right. We'll roll this as a virus check because it's still programming, but because you're programming effectively on your deck and not the network itself, I'll accept this. So this will be your whole action for this round. But yeah, you are able to write a encryptor. Rook, we come to you.
Well, I think you know what I gotta do. We gotta take this final shot on the drone after seeing all of the other ones get gunned down. At first it was an oh shit and I'm getting ready to turn back and run away, and then I see all the turrets pop down and it's oh shit, no, I want to run the other way. I don't care if they're on my side. That many turrets pointing in my general direction.
Oh yeah, you're danger. You're like, oh fuck, I'm in the wrong end of the shooting range.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm going to run down the stairs and pop a shot at that last drone.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me the shotgun. Easy hit. Roll me damage.
kaboom.
Yeah, that thing's gone. It's just erased. Yeah, and so yeah, you just watch as like there's just a rain of fucking drone parts from the ceiling. That officially will end our combat.
Does or no, never mind. I don't want to flame him. I was gonna flame our higher tech because I don't even know where he was in that whole situation.
Yeah, no, I mean I think he was following a little bit behind you guys. I think the moment he heard the buzzing, he probably ran for cover.
Well, it's fine. If he doesn't get shot, he doesn't get his extra 500. So, he's saving me money.
Yeah, so he didn't want to catch that smoke. So, with that, we come to sub-level 2 being clear.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna head down that way just to see what there is.
Before he goes in, I want to say, hold up, wait. We know how much shit there was on this first floor. There might be traps in that room, and I want to go back up and just like, because I assume he's decayed enough, I can just take like the leg.
Yeah, I'd say that, especially since you have a Sigma frame, that's like no problem whatsoever. And you just, with that sickening meaty, you feel the leg just kind of dislodge from its socket.
And I'm going to walk downstairs.
Mm.
Let's see if this gets deleted first, and I just want to throw it in there.
Into the hall.
Or into like the next floor where all the drones had followed him up from that we were about to move into.
Yeah. So you throw it in, and thankfully nothing activates.
Just the awkward squishy thump of the leg.
Yeah, you feel
safe enough.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, while he's doing that, like you see Celsius sort of sit on the stairs, look at his fucking tattered up, shot up suit now, and go, fucking goddamn it, and reach into his carry-all, put the suit away, and then put on his normal light armor jack because he's got a freshie in the bag.
Yeah, fair enough. All right. Down into the depths.
I guess that's the next step.
All right. Peacock, now that you've got the encryptor, you are able to apply it to the database with very little effort. So after that, what are you going to jack out and try to catch up with them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I will.
Cool. So you jack out, and then, so Matchlight, you see Peacock kind of come back to life now as he finishes doing something devious in the network. You're not sure what. So Matchlight, what would you like to do here? If anything.
For me?
For you.
I think I'm just gonna wait for the further confirmation about what the next floor is and what it consists of. Because there's a net arch here, right?
There is a net arch on the lower levels. Yes.
You know what? I'm so sorry, Charlie. Could I do one more thing before I leave the net arch?
What's that?
Could I cloak?
You can, yeah. Dear Jesus. Okay. Cloak 25. Very cool.
Awesome.
So then all of you are kind of moving together downstairs.
Yeah, after he rolls that John Cena cloak, yeah, can I get out of here?
You can't see me. Yeah, no, that's beautiful. So you get down to the lower levels here. The room that you guys were kind of walking into is a hallway, essentially. On the opposite end is another stairwell leading down to that last sub-level. And it's simply noted as maintenance.
Oh boy, I sure do love the back rooms.
Yeah, that's kind of what this is feeling like. So you guys can hear from up here the sound of some more drones, though they are sounding like less. The other thing you're notably hearing though is, and Switch looks at you all and just says, I mean, the voltage just keeps going up. And he's holding the voltimeter against the wall where like you can clearly see Celsius. There are like data lines running. And even to your vision, you recognize like the tech down here is running even hotter than it was upstairs. Yeah, it is very, very, it's getting worrisome with how like hot things are running down here.
Means we're going the right direction then. And I want to top off my shotgun.
Yep.
Pop a couple fresh shells in. Whoops.
So, what would you all like to do at this point? Just to confirm how we're doing things.
I just want to follow Celsius's lead. At this point, I'm sticking a little bit closer to him now that we're kind of pushing into the depths of it all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just following his lead.
Yep, I don't mind taking point. That's my job. That
You
is
got
my
the special
role.
eyes.
But yeah, no. So we're headed down into the third.
Third sublevel, the last one. Yep.
So we crossed that second one, got to a door that said maintenance, and then we go through that. Correct?
Yep. And then it leads to another stairwell down to that third sublevel.
Okay, I'm going to. I know it's just drones, but I'm still gonna stealth up.
All right, and seeing him crouched down, I kind of have to stealth with him.
What?
Please don't let me be the one that fucks it up for him. Thank you. That's what always scares me when somebody starts stealthing. The one person that crit fails.
A 22 and a 31? Are you guys fucking crazy? Holy shit. Okay.
And then to follow it up, I would like to do the old peek around the corner and make sure I'm not going to get blown in the face by a gun. Which isn't great, but you know what? That's fine.
Yeah, I mean, so you're listening and you're looking. You don't hear or see anything beyond the drones that you've already confirmed are in the area. So you're feeling pretty confident about this.
I mean, I'm always confident, so yeah, that doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, I'll keep going. I'll just take that stealth roll and keep going.
Okay, so you step forward onto the that lower sublevel, sticking mostly the shadows, because again, the lights down here are intermittent. So there's enough room of darkness for you to kind of slip past things largely unhindered. That said, you step foot into the hallway, and suddenly you're feeling some pain followed by numbness in your leg.
That's fun.
You take 20 damage ablated by your armor as an electrical current from the floor runs up through your body.
Yeah, let's just immediately step back after that happens.
Yeah. So yeah, you suddenly recognize this whole floor, at least as far as you can tell, is highly electrified, which would probably explain the giant current you guys were seeing.
So
I'm gonna
blade
look
of
back to
armor,
Switch.
So 9 damage. Okay, I gotta calculate that real quick.
I can put it on your sheet. We're good.
I got it.
Our hire can shine. Now is when we look back to Switch and ask if he can do anything about it.
Yeah, and so yeah, immediately you see Celsius tense up and just as he's like trying not to make any fucking sound. And so Switch puts the voltimeter up against the nearest tile and he's, oh fuck. Okay. Yeah, give me a sec. And he pulls out his tech tools and gets to work.
Just keep your head low. We got you covered.
All right, yeah, this take me a couple minutes, but I think I can cut the connections just right. And so yeah, he starts kind of prying under very gingerly with his tech tool and severing connections bit by bit. and this is going to take him about 5 minutes. So during that time, I'm going to make one roll here to simplify it. You guys are so fucking lucky. I just want you to know, holy Jesus, holy fuck, are you guys lucky? What?
It is fated. It was
What
written in
the
stone long before the
fuck?
game began.
That was the perception check from the network. It doesn't see literally any of you. That's incredible. So yeah, over the next 5 minutes, Switch is able to cut the connection, and once he's done, he kind of says again in that same low voice, excuse me. He says, all right, I think floors should be chilled out now. I think it's safe to walk on.
Why don't you try it, Choom?
And he looks up, he says, all right, and he gingerly sets that tile down, and you see him just kind of very like carefully put that first foot forward, and nothing. So, okay, yeah. I think we're good.
Cool, I've had enough of that shit today.
So, you continue carefully moving forward, and you begin seeing almost like this trail of little spider bots running along the walls and the floor toward a particular room along the hall here that has been left open. From inside, you can see this pale green light emanating, flickering in beat with the sort of electronics inside. So at this point, Rook and Celsius, are you guys walking inside that?
Well, Celsius does, I'm trailing behind it, like 1 or 2 moves worth of space behind him.
I mean, I'll push the door open quietly and see if there's anything in there that I need to avoid. But I'm probably gonna, before I actually open the door, message Peacock or call over comms quietly and be like, "Hey, I might have found Recluse. This seems like it's a pretty important room with the glow that's coming out of this door. If you want to check to see if there's a network here, now would be the time."
Oh boy, ominous glows.
Oh boy, ominous glowing room.
I will, I'll go ahead and check it out.
Well, go ahead, roll me a stealth check to get under the drones.
All right. Stealth check. Are you shading me? All right. Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's good enough. Because remember, the drones only rolled a 5, so you're chill.
Oh, I thought I saw a crit. That was weird.
No, it was a 5, or it was a 15 on a 1, followed by a 10 for the negation. So it minused it by 10, so it's a 5 effectively because I had to hard roll it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Good. It's a good kind of 10.
It's a good 10. Yeah. It's a 110. So you sneak under the drones unnoticed and stack up with Rook and Celsius by the door. And the door is slightly ajar, just enough that the drones can move in and out. The little spider drones, I should clarify here. And as you poke your head inside, it's the view you saw from above that Recluse showed you. You see what appears to be like a Netrunner chair that's been refabbed to accept a biosystem in place of a runner, with a ton of different wires running through it. Some you recognize probably carrying the data streams, some carrying coolant. All of it is wired together though. And you see the small brain in a jar that is Recluse.
Alrighty. Well. Looky. Alright. Well, let's see if there's a net arch around here.
Yeah.
Gotta be one, right?
Roll me scan. Yep, so you're getting loud pings from like the entire fucking room. Because attached to all these cables and stuff are server banks, terminals, you name it, it's in here basically.
Alright, well, are they all on the same network, or?
Hard to know for sure, but you're guessing probably, given that they all seem to be interconnected.
Oh boy, okay, time to jump into the nearest access point I can see head first. Yippee!
All right. So this one I actually didn't I didn't put a full scale net arch together because this one's rather simple. So you land on a password, obviously. First level of a net arch.
If only I had my tech upgraded worm.
If only.
If only. Alright, well, we're just going to have to. Can I take my time on this?
Sure. Nothing's pressing you.
Tech. Oh, wait, hang on. Let me. Because I think you destroy. Oh, that's really weird. What's happening there? I'm gonna give myself a -3. I think I still have the effect of my tech upgraded worm.
Let me double check it.
I'm
you
just gonna
do.
give
Hold
myself
on,
a
I
-3.
can kill it. It's gone.
I have been dewormed.
You've been dewormed.
That was disgusting. I'm so sorry.
What's wrong with you, Nyla? Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's enough to pierce the password though.
Easy.
So yeah, you're through.
All right, let's Pathfinder then.
Got it.
I will res up see ya.
You got it. This thing's only got 3 levels in it. As simple as it comes. So the next 2 levels are both control nodes.
Ooh, how fun. All right, let's descend 1 and take control of it.
Okay. Easy. So you assume control of this. This control node actually is the power supply for the entire building. It controls the on and off for every fucking thing in this whole building.
Huh. Cool.
Which would explain why so much connection for so little network.
Awesome. And let's go to the next floor and take control of that. We're in the belly of the beast.
That is sadly not enough.
God damn it. Okay, well, can I try to EST it? Well, I'm at the bottom, aren't I?
You are at the bottom, and sitting there actually with you, you see the spider icon you become used to meeting on the street corner here. And she says, well, shit, you did it.
Yeah, I did it. What, do you think I wouldn't?
I mean, when you understand how many turrets, drones, etc. are in this place. Yeah, I had some doubts.
I've been through hell and I got out, turned my back, gave it the middle finger. All right?
All right.
Now I'm taking control of this.
So taking your time
All right.
+1?
Yeah.
Roll it. That is enough.
That is enough, okay.
That is enough.
Phew.
So you crack this wide open now. This controls the biosystem and all of its associated cooling and things like that for the network.
Oh shit. All right, well, let's not. All right, I'm not trying to kill you here. All right, let's.
I should be clear. I should clarify. This doesn't control the biosystem internally. This controls its connection to the network. So like turning this off would disconnect the biosystem from the network.
All right. I'm impressed. How did you do all the shit you do in here? You got to show me some of these tricks.
And you can almost feel like for a moment like warmth you haven't felt from her, and she says, I've got some fancy fucking programs you wouldn't even believe.
Well, your fucking snake pit destroyed fuckloads of mine, so if you can help me out,
we'll talk.
Thank you.
First, get me out of
All right.
here.
Yeah, let's so what would I do? I would just disconnect her from the
Yeah, you just disconnect and it'll jack her out, basically.
Cool. All right, do you mind being my brain in a jar in a suitcase?
I mean, I've got
For
a
a bit.
speaker on the thing. I can talk.
Oh, beautiful. Everyone can hear your lovely voice and you won't just be imaginary.
Yep. Well, depends on
All right,
if you
let's-
think a brain in a jar talking to you is weird, I guess.
All right, I'm gonna say to the homies. All right, we're gonna disconnect Recluse. She does talk, by the way. All right.
Cool. What are we doing about the drones out there? Are we gonna risk trying to cross the whole fucking mall again?
Oh yeah, there's the power system.
There is, once you've disconnected Recluse, you could just activate that and shut it all down.
All right, yeah, forgot about that. All right, snap my fingers. Just should be dead.
Yeah, and so you flip that, and all of a sudden, you all just hear the of like circuits getting tripped across the entire mall, and you hear that slow of the drones just slowly descending to the floor. It's over. You guys did it.
Beautiful. Incredible.
Let's get the hell out of this dark ass mall.
I second this.
Yep. So yeah, you pick up the now disconnected biosystem containing Recluse's brain. And
all right.
I don't trust it. Even with my lowered thing, I'm on high alert. What is the minus for perception in the dark?
-4.
You got flashlights going.
If we're worried about it, I mean, like, I'll just do that as well.
No shot.
What monsters did you have lurking in the dark? You made us
Alright.
feel too safe. I know you.
Right, fucking Daredevil, Jesus.
All right. So you look and listen as you guys slowly kind of begin moving your way upstairs. You're goddamn right. I had something for you.
See, that's why I did it. I fucking knew.
And you hear a radio off quite a distance away from you here, but empty mall. You just hear control. Power just cut. What do you want me to do? Okay. Heard. And the footsteps continue getting closer.
All right, if I hear that, I'm gonna fucking book it into one of the stores on that floor and hide.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm like loud whispering into the radio. We've got unfriendlies. Somebody just reported the power going out and they're looking for us.
All right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I made us friendlies, but no one else.
Yes, but the
Oh,
power's
but there's no
dead
power.
now.
Well, we're close enough back. Yeah.
You know,
You've got one confirmed exit out of the building.
I was gonna say, if you're saying this out loud in character, at that point, Peacock, why don't you just go back in there, wait for me to give you a signal, 'cause I can hide in here with my vision and see when they get down here, and then I turn all that shit back on.
I'm down for it.
I'm down to
So,
post up.
Let's fuck
We got
around
cool
with this
toys
guy.
in here. Yeah, we got cool toys here. It'd be a shame not.
So, based on, I don't know if I'd be able to tell. I guess Rook would probably with his perception, but what floor is this person on? Are they above us? Are they on the same
yeah,
floor?
it sounds like they're above you, like on the ground floor where you guys came in.
Okay. So I'm just gonna tell Rook, well, keep your ear to the, I guess, ceiling at this point, and let's wait till they get up to that second sub level, or down to the second sub level, and let's turn the turrets on them and see what happens.
It sounds like a plan.
All right. So, with that, Peacock, you gonna flip the lights on?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I
So
will.
you jack in, flip the lights on, and you hear the whirring up of several turrets. You just and all of a sudden you hear, shit, command, we've got guns. And then you just hear auto fire just kicking off on the top level. And it does not sound good for whoever that is. So
While the dice are hot and we're just kind of camped down there letting all this go on, can I try to get a second message out to Xavier and see if I can get somebody to guard the exit or at least keep eyes for
you absolutely
like
can.
if backup does show up?
Yeah. Roll with the same plus or the same 3 bonus to it, essentially.
We need
You understand.
a dedicated transport. We have precious cargo here.
This class is cursed.
This class is cursed. Lawman,
How many times? Every single. I don't think I've ever had a successful backup roll this entire campaign.
it's at least
actually
6
cursed.
times that. It's at least 6 times you've done this, and yeah, never once I think has it popped off and succeeded.
I think. Can't you just call for backup like multiple times? Like it's once per round. I'm
Once
pretty
per
sure.
round, yeah, and you just again get the message. This message was not delivered. Please try again later. And it's just the network still
Motherfucker,
being
okay.
You know,
fucked.
I'm taking that to heart. If I can do that every round, every time you ask me what I'm doing now, I'm spamming the odds. I'm getting one damn backup call this campaign, and you can't stop
and I
me.
think I think at this point it's fair too, because it's the network. It's not even that you're getting through to Xavier and he's like, yeah, we're just busy. It's literally, no, we're just fucked. Like, net's fucked.
What? Rook, hand me your agent. I'm gonna fix this bad boy up.
Roll me
you're-
electronic security. Easy.
There you go.
Yep. Your agent has been further upgraded. Give me a +5 to your roll.
All right. It's gonna happen this time, guys. We're going to defeat the curse. It finally happened.
There we go.
Fucking beautiful, Choom.
Ladies and
It's fucking
gentlemen,
beautiful.
Rook has finally passed a backup check. It only took me giving him a +5 and like several rerolls to make it fucking happen. All right. So finally, you see the net connect on this thing. And Xavier says, yeah, calm down. 3 messages at once, Jesus. It just says, I'm sending units. God damn.
Fucking thank Christ, shoot. Just have them wait out front. Have them radio in. I'll give him his our frequency that we're on to relay to his crew, so when they show up they end up being on our comms channel. And just kind of guard the front for if that guy's backup call actually went out, I want to know when more people are going to flood in on us.
Yeah, and so Xavier says, all right, yeah, send me the tag. Where are you at? And I assume you're just passing him that information.
Yep.
So he says, oh yeah, I got a unit. I'll send them right over there. They should only be a couple seconds. And sure enough, it's 10 seconds later, you can hear very faint off in the distance the sound of a car pulling up. And over the radio, you hear, all right, team, so I got bad news for you. And it's the kind that I don't know if we'll be able to step in and do much with, but we'll do what we can. There's a Netwatch van parked opposite street corner to us.
Don't engage. We're on our way out with high value cargo, and we're probably going to have a fight on our hands. So wait until we're all there to help you guys out.
Roger.
Yeah. And I'm gonna as we're moving out, I'm gonna tell Recluse. Don't worry about your data, by the way. I made sure no one, if they jack in and survive that net arch, gets to it.
Thank God.
So, yeah, and
Don't worry, I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, you just hear this very like deep, distorted voice come out of the Vox on this thing, and it's just like, oh boy. So with that, you guys kind of recognize the stakes. You understand what's at play here. So how are we doing this, team? You guys have the warning. You know, one of their agents came in and just got fucking gunned down hard.
Yeah, who's the Ripper we took Michiko to?
Michiko. I believe that was trying to remember. It was Needles. It was up in the new Westbrook area.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ring him real quick.
Roll me ENS to break through distortion.
He's gonna love hearing from me again.
Oh my! I literally can't keep you guys out with any skill check gates today. Holy shit! So you guys, so yeah, your agent connects. And he says, "Yep, this is Needles."
Hey, Needles, Peacock, you remember me from that one time?
Yeah. Turned out all right. And I've just got, the corp bringing me every other day. Check in on, what exactly I gave her. How, have me come out to the tower. My life is just a absolutely peachy fucking dream nowadays.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure they pay, though. And speaking of which, I've got another client. This time, not really the physical injury kind. We got someone kind of on the edge here. Could use a good, couple weeks of intensive therapy.
All right, their eds are yours.
Their eds. And trust me, they got the eds.
And you hear the Vox click on again.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you unfreeze my bank account, you just encrypted it with everything else in that database.
Yeah. You'll... but you'll get your eds, don't worry.
Says, all right, well, if you're good for him, then yeah. Can head up my way. Doors open.
Beautiful. And let's take her over.
Yeah, we got a destination. We got a car out front, but there's that Netwatch van out there. We need to do something about that.
Yeah, well, it's a full van of. Presumably, there's more than one Netwatch operative in that thing. So
you still got that EMP?
Yeah, I do. And I'll hand it. I will hand it to Rook. I'll be like, "Go ahead, bud. You can take this."
Do the honors.
Hell yeah! I'm walking up towards the front, juggling that thing. They're all inside a metal box, and I bet you they got some good chrome to ruin.
Well, Netwatch is got a reputation for having wireheads on staff. So, yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna let our backup team know that we're getting ready to move out, and we're going to try and get the high value cargo into the car, and they're gonna because I assume Peacock is the one holding onto the jar. He's gonna be priority to get into the car. If people want to get in with him and go, cool, but I don't know if we'll all fit because I think they come in a compact ground car, so they probably only have 2-3 extra seats.
They have two.
They have two compact ground cars. Yes.
Oh.
There's definitely enough seats for all of you to get on these things. 100%.
Hey, Rook. You're forgetting something. You really want to wipe Netwatch off the street? Celsius pulls out the gun Martin gauge.
I'm gonna look to switch, ready to earn that extra 500 eddies.
And he looks at you, says, no, no, fucking, that's,
Oh yeah.
Come on, dude. If it hits, you get to be the guy who gun-marted a whole Netwatch van and got paid an extra 500 eddies for it. Now, wouldn't that be a story to tell at the afterlife? I want to attempt to actually persuade him.
Roll
I
it.
want this to be a persuasion.
roll the persuasion check, yeah, please.
Oh, this is the most important roll of my life. Wait, when did I spend my luck?
Was it today, or?
I
You
don't
probably just didn't
remember.
refresh it this session.
You might
Yeah,
not
because
have.
I don't remember spending luck on anything.
Yeah, because I
don't
didn't.
think you did.
I didn't manually reset it, and I don't remember you saying you were spending luck on anything. So it's been refreshed
Okay.
for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
So now I can put that 2 luck into this, and we go. Yes.
And so Switch looks at you and just says, 500 eddies. That's the price for this shit. Give me that fucking thing. And he reaches out to take the engage.
Yes.
So I will remove it from my sheet because if it explodes in his face, it's gone anyway.
Yeah, right. So he takes this, giant plastic rocket launcher. And
All right. As soon as the nade rolls under the car, you let that motherfucker rip.
you got it, boss. And yeah, he's like, you can tell he's not super happy about this, but it's like, okay, we're gonna do this. So I'm imagining Celsius, you and him are popping out at not Celsius, Rook, because you've got the EMP. You and him are popping out at the same time and just doing this coordinated, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna step out, throw the nade, however that goes, and then the intent is like once it does his 2 or 3 bounces, that's when he fires off, so it kind of times them to go boom together.
Fair enough. Okay, cool. Then in that case, I'm gonna make Switch. I already know his heavy weapons is not really there. That said, he does have some reflex. So
It's fine. He can be a little off. Just don't crit fail on me.
Yeah, right.
I believe
right,
anybody.
Right.
Yeah, I want to
okay.
be as far away from him as possible. when this
Totally.
happens.
Yeah. The only one who's gonna be caught in the blast at this point would be Rook.
I will get an evasion check at that point, right? Because I would like throw the
You would.
grenade, look at him, and then see it go. Oh shit!
Yeah,
Reflex 8 move.
You would. Yeah.
Okay. See, so I'm safe.
Relatively.
Can't say the same for him though. So you want a here? I'll
Give
Do I have
give
the
me
MD
your-
on my sheet?
I don't think I've dragged it yet. Give me 2 seconds. I will fix that.
I was
Oh,
going to
if,
say.
you can, if you could remove that gun mark too, I don't know how to remove items off my sheet.
You just click the little red delete on the gear. You should see like a little
Oh.
red trash bin icon.
Duh, I was trying to do it from the weapons menu. That makes more sense.
Yeah, you're good.
Here, I'll get myself thrown
There-
weapon
there's
so that I
your
can use
EMP.
Implosion. Soldier, throw it back.
that.
Soldier.
All right.
I have as many hands as is required.
Please go ahead and throw the grenade for me.
Yep, I just had to load it.
That will pass. Awesome. The gun Martin gauge. It will not hit exactly on target, but the target is big enough that it's going to get hit either way, right? So let's go ahead first and roll that EMP resistance here for everyone.
That
in the
was
car.
so close to being terrible.
I saw that. I was like, you better count your fucking stars, dude.
It was a 2. You didn't know it?
How?
Dude
But you
earned
know
his
what 2
500
isn't?
for that.
You know what 2 isn't? 2 isn't 1. So, all right. So I'm gonna roll 6 of these in a row here. Give me just a moment. Cybertech has to beat a DV15, I believe, on this. So here we go. 1, nope.
Beautiful.
2, yes. 3, yes. 4, no. 5, Yes, because it or no, they have to beat
It's
the
beating a
DV.
DV.
So yeah, it's a weird case where the defender is the attacker. Okay, cool. So yeah, miss and then yeah. Okay, cool. So half of them get fried by the CMP, and then this fucking rocket launcher explodes.
My boy.
Mother
I
of
might just
God.
give him an extra 1,000.
So yeah, you watch as this whole thing gets lit up with an EMP, followed by a the car explodes. Let me just we're gonna just cut the pretense. The car explodes. These things aren't known for having heavy armor. They're generally not going into combat zones to do shit. So that's an additional 66 as that explodes. Yeah, everyone inside that thing just fucking died. No one came out of that alive. I could say that with total confidence. Everyone inside that car is fucking dead and fried.
This is the best 1,500 eddies I've ever spent in my life.
Yeah, so Switch drops the rocket off. He says, "All right, let's get the fuck out of here," and starts beelining it towards the two cars. And you just hear over the radio, "All right, yeah, I don't think they're walking from that one."
Oh,
That's a beaut.
leave the mess for trauma team. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Mm-hmm.
What a beautiful fucking team op, guys. Holy shit. Oh
high fives
my
all around.
God, that was insane. Okay, so I thought you guys were going to have a lot more trouble than we're at 3 out of our normal 4 hours right now.
Imagine dying to a gun engage, says Diamond.
For those all man.
I'm not
So
saying
not
this-
even the crew. That was a hired mook, essentially. I love this man. Switch new MVP.
I have
I'm
not.
not saying this out loud. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
No, you're good. I'm just letting Diamond know. I have not forgotten Diamond. Don't worry. We're getting to that.
I was just about to say, above table, we now have a pet spider.
Pet spider. We're not talking about Recluse here, are you?
Oh, the silence is
Yes.
deafening.
Read my mind.
That's awful. Anyway, so the one thing you do get as you're all kind of like, because I imagine the rest of you were kind of hung back inside the mall while the EMP and the engage went off, and you just hear the deafening explosion on the outside. Yeah, just the laughter as Rook just recognized like exactly what the fuck just happened, and the fact that there is no battle against Netwatch, not here, not today. So you guys on your way out, for you Peacock, Celsius, and Matchlight, you guys recognize that inside the smallplex, this thing hasn't really been operational since like probably shortly after the Fourth Corporate War. So let me hold on. I need a particular document. Give me just a moment, guys.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here's another question. My programs that got destroyed, can I repair them? Or are they just gone?
Those get deleted. They're gone. Yeah, they're just
My
destroyed.
dragons.
Well,
I still have.
you have one of them, I think.
I do still have one of them.
Yeah. One of them does get fucking fried. The good news is, this is where I was coming to. You find your way to a Zeta Tech outlet in the mall here. And Zeta Tech's been in the net running game for a while. So, there you do find there is a fresh dragon program, almost like it was just waiting for you, as you kind of wander your way up through things.
Wow. Just for me.
You can thank culture for that, by the way. They dropped that earlier.
It's like it says peacock on it.
The next thing you find is a Militech Ronin Hyperlight Assault.
Ooh.
That appears to have been... you notice as you come back up that there is another body. You see it's another one where you just see like a hand stretched out behind a potted plant that would have been kind of opposite where you would have been looking when you first came in. And yeah, sprawled out in front of it is this Militech Hyperlight Assault. Slightly better armed solo that also got gunned down by the same defenses.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I'll have to program the Hyperlight Assault in, but who wants it?
Well, I know the Hyperlight Assault is, I don't know, I've always read it as like, this is an auto-fire assault rifle.
Yes, it's very good at being an assault rifle for auto-fire.
So I was like, Matchlight? Would you like it?
Yeah, Matchlight, would you like a Hyperlight Assault?
Matchlight?
Did we lose him?
He's been dead for years.
Dead for years. Real shame.
Would anyone else?
We can surprise him with it and just drag it onto a sheet.
Yeah, I need to create it, but yeah, I mean, if you guys are gonna give it to him, I can.
I don't need it.
I don't have any auto fire skill. I love my beast. This thing's carried me.
Yeah,
I can barely handle a pea shooter.
He's
yeah,
like secretly just put it into his carryall as he's walking out.
and it's actually Diamond, according to the updated version of Toggle's Temple, is 35 bullets. Got a full-on like 35 rounds in it, so you can still fire 5 more rounds instead of just 1. Yeah, look at version 1.1 of it, and you'll see it. Unless there's a version more recent than 1.1, it's 35. Yeah, it's very nice. So I'll program that in. That said, you guys hop in the cars and sail away from the fucking Malplex, knowing that the data inside is safe. Pretty much with every automated defense in there protecting it. Still very live. So one of the cars over the radio frequency, so all of you can hear it, says, "All right, so where to?"
We're heading to Needles, or Needles? That's his name?
Needles is his name, yep.
All right, yeah, where we dropped, I'm just gonna give him the location of the river.
Yeah. And so then the cars drive you guys up there. And I assume you're still gonna probably want them to wait for you while you drop off Recluse.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. So you walk inside the clinic, again, same small medical clinic up in the suburbia of New Westbrook. And Needles is kind of sitting there, says, "I cleared the schedule the rest of the day when you said you had a..." Oh. And he kind of looks at the little brain in the jar you're carrying. Huh. I assume it's not you, it's the jar.
No, not this time. Well, not yet. Rather. Yeah. without too many details, Wirehead, who I managed to pull her back from the edge, but it's a patch-up job, so wanted to take her to a professional to get professional work. We're
Make
probably,
me better, Doc. Please.
yeah.
And so with that, you can see the doc kind of like look like, okay, I mean, I haven't really messed around with FBCs before, but yeah, let me see what I can do. And so, yeah, he kind of, between looking at his agent for like how to wire this up, he gets it all set up and gets Recluse plugged into the system here.
So, like, I'll sort of tap him on the shoulder and be like, hey, you got a speed heal real quick, bud?
Huh? Oh, yeah. And he says 100 eds.
Easy. I'll slap it on the counter.
Yep, beautiful. And so he'll inject you with a dose of speed heal, so you get your will plus your body. So that'll be
Yay.
13 points for you, buddy. Yep.
All right. Well, this I'll see you in a couple weeks then.
Yeah, that's I'll see you in a couple weeks.
And $2,000 sounds good, right?
Yeah. No, that should work great.
All right, perfect. I'll get it to you by the end of the day, or it's on my life.
Yeah. And then you hear the Vox click on one more time.
Thanks for pulling me out of there, Chum. Really appreciate it.
Hell yeah. Anything for a friend.
Beautiful. All right. So with that, you get back in the cars and they say, all right, where's the night ending?
Take me to there's a tech shop in Old Japantown run by Sparks. But first, does anyone else need to go anywhere, or just heading back to cargo?
I think at this point I want to pay off Switch and use one of the cars to send him home. Can I pack everybody into one if we'll fit?
Trying to think of how that'll all work. Probably not, because if they're compact ground cars, they only hold up to 4 people each, 5 on a good day. So like squeezing one extra person in, not a problem. Squeezing all of you into a single car, that might be a bit of a problem.
Oh, well then I'll cut him off his pay and I'll call him a cab.
Yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure my lifestyle would handle cab anyway. So
yeah.
I'll just pay him off and get him his own ride. He's done his job. He deserves to go home and
so
go to the bar.
You
and
pay him
scream.
$2,000.
No, no, I'm not giving him that much of a bonus, but yeah, he gets his 1,500. He didn't get shot. Yeah, because the deal was 1,000 to help us out with the bonus of 500 if shit gets hairy and he gets shot.
Yep.
So it was like hazard pay. He
Yeah.
didn't get that 500, but he definitely earned that extra 500 when he shot that fucking rocket.
He didn't earn it per the contract, but he absolutely earned it by his actions. Yep. So yeah, you pay him the 1,500 and he says, I didn't, yeah, the rockets. All right. And you can tell he's a little out of it and he just says, thanks, Jim, appreciate it. And he just kind of tucks the money away.
Hell of a gig, man. I'll keep your number in my agent.
That's a job well done in my book.
And he kind of like looks at you like weakly smiles and says, all right, yeah. Just next time, please, can the gig not be attacking one of the most secure places in Night City?
It's just how it goes sometimes, Choom. You learn to roll with the punches. Yetis are good, right?
These aren't bad, yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. So you send him out on a cab. So Nyla, your plan is to go to Old Japantown at the tech shop. The rest of you, what are you thinking about doing?
I'm gonna couch hop back to Danger Gal's headquarters to go check on my father.
Yeah. I mean, doing as well as can be expected probably when you get there. And Rook, where are you going?
I would probably just kind of ride along in the car with him and kind of hang out in the lobby or whatever while he does that, because if I remember right, you had invited me to stay at your compound.
And that was Celsius that did that?
Yeah, because he side-tacked Corpo, right? Or is
No.
that-
No, that is. Hold on.
I might be crossing campaigns.
You're crossing the
That's my
wires,
bad.
my guy. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
funny because I do it all the time
I'm
as a
zoned.
GM, so I get it. But yeah.
I don't even have a fucking house right now, man. I'm just sort of like I'm couch hopping.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm still at the spot across from the precinct that we blew up.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. So you're all the way down South Night City. So you'd probably
Yo.
like ride as far as Old Japantown with Peacock and then continue on to your place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Awesome.
I would like to do one thing when I do get the Danger Gal, but go ahead, Ghost, and get your stuff done real quick.
Oh no, I'm just getting home pretty much. I didn't
Yeah.
take any damage. I didn't get licked by nothing. It's pretty much just kind of getting home and waiting to hear word about how things turn out with Recluse.
One clean ass op later.
Mhm.
Yeah. So at this point, yeah, let's do. And then are we still missing a match light?
I believe we are, yeah.
Okay.
Matchlight goes home happily ever after.
He's gonna miss all this juicy data I'm about to get.
Let me just check
Cool.
one thing real quick here.
Yeah.
I'm just checking the server to see if like Connor said anything. So just to make sure that's like he didn't alert me somewhere because I don't hear pings when I'm streaming. So yeah. So he's probably, yeah. It's all good. Anyway, so with what you've got left, so we're gonna do Cody first, I think. Just because this is gonna be probably the most time-consuming side of things. So Cody, what do you want to do once you hit Danger Gal?
I hate myself because I still can't remember the name of this poor NPC to save my life. The person who sent us on the initial op to go unthaw the bodies.
To unthaw the bodies. I'm so sorry. The Danger Gal operative that was in charge of all that was Pantera.
Pantera, thank you. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember the name of my life. Yeah, so I actually want to go up and see if Pantera is in the office, no matter what time it is.
So you want to go check with Pantera on what?
I want to go tell them that Recluse was an AI and we took care of her. I want to lie. I want to make sure we cover Recluse's ass for all the shit that she did earlier.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh
Yeah, TLDR, the problem was taken care of.
yeah.
You can move in to reinstate the net.
Holy fuck. Okay. Let me because I do have Pantera's sheet in here, I'm pretty damn sure.
Yeah, we might work with Corpos, but we don't sell out the underbelly side.
Okay, so yeah, so when you come to the front desk and they say, how can we help you?
We may have fixed a small little problem you guys had earlier over at the Ziggurat building.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, of course. So what are you doing back here? Thought the gig was done there.
No, I wanted to report back to Pantera on our findings.
Okay. Yeah. Let me call down the elevator and make sure Pantera's ready to receive you. And they tap their ear and just say, yeah, Pantera, we got the guy with the two colored eyes. Yeah, Celsius. Yeah. Yeah, he said he wanted to report something about that gig, the Ziggurat gig. Okay. Yeah, I'll send him up. They'll see you. And
Cool.
with like a couple taps on the keyboard in front of them, they program the elevator to open.
Cool. I'll step right in and wait for it to get where it needs to go.
And yeah, it shuts almost as soon as you're kind of settled in the back, and begins raising up to the upper levels of the tower. And as you step out, it's in that same plush wood paneled hallway leading to the command room of Danger Gal. So you walk in, and as ever, Pantera is staring at the screens in front of them, overlooking. You could still see most of these cams are clearly, just from the angles, you could tell they're drone cameras, overlooking the smoking bottom levels of the Ziggurat building. And without looking away from the monitors, they say, all right, out with it. What are you here to report?
Well, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the runners you lost earlier, but if it's any kind of solace, we may have taken care of the person responsible.
And that does cause them to turn back at you and say, oh, please, do tell.
You've heard the legend of Recluse, right?
I mean, sure. Phantom Runner, probably one of the better ones we have in the city, if not the best.
That was no runner. That was an AI from the old net.
Really? So go ahead. Roll me. There it is. Roll me a acting check, because you are trying to pass this off as a lie.
Sure, and I didn't spend my luck this session, so let's use it now.
Oh boy.
This is a good time to use it.
You son of a bitch. All right. Low level acting versus low level human perception. Pantera says, all right, I'll let our operatives on the ground know that, that the problem's no longer a problem. And you just hear, this is Pantera to Unit November Sierra 277. I have confirmation that the complication in the operation has been removed. Proceed to reinsert all available assets and commandeer it. It's time. Corp needs to burn. And they just look back at you, Celsius, and they say, thank you. Appreciate the work. I hope it all works out for you guys.
So far, so good. Just wanted to let you know that you don't have to worry about them anymore.
Appreciate the update. And with
I'm out of it.
Yeah.
I'm out of there.
And probably quietly in your own head, just celebrating the fact that you pulled one over on one of the literal top intelligence operatives in the entire fucking city. Dear God, what has this campaign become? Anyway, this me all night tonight, just like, what is fucking happening? So yeah, there it is. So finally, we shift from Celsius, because Celsius, you come down to the medical wing, I imagine, after all that, to visit your dad, who by this point in the day is sleeping, resting, and the charts and stuff seem to suggest like he's improving, like day over day. It's showing improvement. So it might be a few weeks but eventually, like, from the looks on things here, and I imagine you'd inquire with the nurses, probably see how he's been doing, and the report would very much be like he's doing good. He's improving, and in the next 2, maybe 3 weeks, he should be able to walk out of here.
That's great news, and I'll go ahead and leave him. I'll let him rest. But the very next thing I do before I plop down on that couch in the waiting room, is shoot a message over to Generation Red, and let them know that gun Martin Gage came in handy, and that it took out a whole van full of Netwatch agents.
And Apex replies to you and just says, "Yeah, I'm glad to hear it came in handy. Blades thought it was a good idea to send out some heavy ordnance with you guys, and, well, as usual, Blades ain't wrong."
And then with that, I'll sign out. I'll shut the agent, turn the agent to silent, and just kick back, because I'm pretty much done today.
Pass out, yeah. You just blew a bunch of drones to bits and killed some Netwatch gonks, and
increased my cardio levels by running away from 10 drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I'm good.
All right. So yeah, Nyla, we come back to you. So what are you doing at Spark Shop?
I'm gonna show up and say, "Hey, Sparky."
And he says, "Hi, don't let anyone call me that." And you can kind of see like the singed gray beard he's got. He's clearly working on something when you get in there, and he pauses just long enough to tell you that before the sparks continue flying off of something he's welding.
Oh wow, that's the most life I've seen you since the day I met you. I need some memory chips. How many can you get me?
Chips? I mean, they're kind of almost quite literally a dime a dozen kind of thing. So, any reasonable person, I can't imagine you'd need more than maybe, I don't know, 5, 10 of them tops. So,
let's do 10 just to be safe.
Okay. And yeah, he reaches in and he pulls out, and you recognize after he's like laying these out, each one of these can carry probably like 2 terabytes worth of data in them. And that's enough to cover like maybe like 10% of this database based on the way you were estimating.
All right. Wait, say that again for me? I'm so sorry.
So these 10 are worth about 10% of the database. It's like a 200 terabyte database.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I'll take them all. 10 of them.
And you can see like he's pulling them out of a basket, and there are more in there. Like that's not all he has.
Oh, okay, just the 10. How about just the 10?
Just the 10. So I'm 100 heads.
Cool. Done deal.
And he puts the stack down in front of you, and is there anything else?
Anything else? Do you have a worm with you?
Worms, and yeah, I probably have some wirehead tech if I look a little back here, and because I think worms only 50. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 50.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I got one of them hanging around.
Cool. I'll take it.
Yep.
Awesome. Appreciate it, bud.
Tech-up worm is gone.
Tech-up worm is indeed gone. We're back to non-tech-up worm.
Yep. Beautiful.
But soon it will not be. Soon it will be better.
Soon it will be improved. Cool. So anything else you want to do after you've got these things?
Oh, I'm gonna go suck up that database.
Okay. So yeah, you I imagine take like a combat cab back down. Or no, from Spark's place, it's actually probably just a walk. So yeah, you walk back, and you already. So this is the one thing, one complicating factor. You walk back, and you see the building has an AV hovering overhead. You recognize that the authorities have probably descended on this place already.
Oh, lovely. That's fantastic. I cloaked it.
You
That's
did.
fine. I do know this place quite well at this point, right?
I mean, you know it well enough. Yeah.
Could I
You've seen the
try to
cams.
just sneak past him?
Yeah. Roll me
You know.
stealth.
Come on, don't fail me now. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's good. I like that.
Doesn't beat you. Doesn't beat you. Awesome. So as you walk toward one of the other side entrances that would lead you onto that main level, and at this point you're not as worried because again, they're all your drones, your turrets, etc. in there. So you manage to like stay out from under the searchlight that AV's got going on, and you notice even though you've tried to pick your entry to kind of like keep away from any other like ground units, there's a patrol that seems to be walking kind of the perimeter of the building before you plug in to download all the data. So like you kind of duck past them, stay in the shadows, stay out of sight, and then under the cover of night you duck into the building and then find the nearest access point to just plug in and start just draining the data out of the network.
That's mine, baby.
Yep. You're
Alrighty.
good. Free and away.
Yeah. My business here is done. I will library search this later.
Oh, man. All right. And I assume from there it's scurry on home?
Yeah, just, if they see me walking by, just give a little salute. And good to see Night City's finest keeping us safe.
Filthy rat.
Filthy rats.
Oh shit, it's a rat.
Oh shit, it's a filthy rat.
So it's my data now, though. It's my data.
Oh my god.
I finally have enough storage space for the data.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to get all the data, it's like you're probably gonna have to come a few more times, but like, yeah.
I mean, I can come back whenever. I'm Raish Part Boss.
God damn it. All right. Well, guys, anything else then before we, I guess, kind of close things out for the night? Because, yeah, we're kind of at that point, it feels like.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm kind of happy with everything. Tonight went great.
Tonight went really great. Like, shockingly great. So I think it goes without saying, but everyone's getting ADIP tonight because you guys literally just nailed this to the fucking ground. So yeah, I am doing this for, Matchlight really quick. Red hearts 5. Awesome. So that is done.
I just want you to know I'm using that as the quote in my ledger. Nailed it to the fucking ground is the reason I'm adding ADIP.
I mean, you guys could not have run a tighter op if you tried. Like, holy shit. That jack out by you, Peacock, was insanely timely. Holy shit.
The respec was so clutch.
It's like, I
you know?
see an opportunity to do this better. Hold on.
Yeah, it's like, okay, I'm not above cutting my losses, but coming back with a bit of a vengeance, you know?
Yeah, and then you dodged the soul killer by 1 intelligence, dude. Holy shit.
Listen, that was my luck.
Oh my god.
And
Absolutely.
that luck is right there is what I said in the pregame. Flailing to victory. It was beautiful.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well, guys.
Oh, all right. Good session, everyone.
Yeah, GG everybody. All right. So, chat, if you're watching us live here on Twitch, we will be back here in a moment, or at least I and anyone of the crew who want to stick around and chat with us all post game. We'll be back in a couple minutes here. Gonna refresh water, use bathroom, all that. If you're watching this on YouTube, you should watch it on Twitch every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Pacific, at least for the next. We're really coming down to it, guys. So we're probably like I will need to suss out where we're at, but yeah, I mean we're close, really close. So at this point, guys, come by next week, and if it's the end, I mean we'll have one hell of a thing to go off on. But for those of you watching live, we'll be right back. Those of you on YouTube, until next week, have a wonderful morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Stay healthy, stay safe, and until next time, peace, guys.